Yo, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona from Gaming with Persona, one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I need PlayStation Nation, I need you to stand up. I said, PlayStation Nation, I need you to stand up. Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This is history right now, right? This is why it's history. First off, welcome to everybody here because you have just joined the best PlayStation podcast on YouTube, no debates, right? And the best podcast on YouTube, period, no debates, right? Not only that, but it's history right now, guys. It is history because we are literally 5 days away from the PlayStation 5. We are 5 days away from greatness. PlayStation Nation, I need you to stand up. PlayStation Nation, I need you to stand up. I'm also hyped because, finally it's my week to host, and we got a dope news week. Bari's been getting all the good news weeks, right? And, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. I'm like, why Bari get the good news weeks when he's hosting? But, finally for me, you feel me? I'm hosting this week, and we got a solid week of news, and oh my God, it is a lot to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, get your coffee, get your cereal, get your water, get whatever you're going to drink, get whatever you're going to eat. Sit back, relax, because this is going to be a long show, and it's going to be very entertaining. PlayStation Nation, it's PS5. We are in the midst of PlayStation 5. Oh my God. It is great. And not only that, man, but it's Saturday morning, and I'm here with my boy Bari, and it's always good to have my boy here. Yo, Bari, please introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know why PlayStation Nation is greatness, and let them know about yourself.
Oh, man. Listen, guys. It is a very, very exciting time to be a PlayStation gamer. Tons of PlayStation news this week. Everybody dropping their reviews. Everybody is just, loving the PlayStation 5, super quiet. I got the DualSense in my hand. Listen, this is the precursor to the next generation, man. So we're gonna welcome the next generation as the best as we can on this podcast because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. But guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the podcast. For those people that's new, don't be shy. Hit the like button. Share the stream out. It's gonna be a movie, man. But what's good, guys, man? What is up?
Yeah, man. Yo, Bari, it's good to have you here, man. It's always, I say it all the time, and that's because I mean it, man. Man, Saturday mornings, I look forward to Saturday mornings when we can get together, talk some PlayStation news, talk some gaming news and things like that, and chop it up, man. It's always good, man. So it's good to have you here, brother.
Yo, yeah, because we take it seriously with the podcast when like we was playing Ghost yesterday. Right, and we was about to do another survival, but it was like, oh man, it's 12.
Gotta go to bed for the podcast.
Gotta go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Gotta be ready for the podcast.
Get the vibes right for the podcast.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Again, shout out to everybody here, all the early birds, and anybody that's gonna watch this later. We appreciate all your support, always and forever. So, Bari, it's been a lot of news this week, man. It's a lot of great news, but as tradition, you and everybody here knows that we always start our news topics off with letting you guys know the games that you can expect to see released this week. So this past week. So we're still within this week from November 12th to November 8th. So let's let you guys know the games that have come out this week. So for this week, the games that have released are for Area, My Universe School Teacher,
let's go.
Soldner X2 Final Prototype Definitive Edition, Gray Skies, A War of the World Story.
Yo, that came out this week.
Yeah,
Gray Skies.
Yeah, man. Oh man, that's a day one.
Yo, Blue Skies. Wait for Blue Skies though.
Ponpu. Yes, tomorrow. Dirt 5.
That's a cool name right there. Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah. Dirt 5.
Let's go. Yo, don't disrespect Dirt 5, man. Don't disrespect Dirt 5, man. They're using the haptic feedbacks.
That is true.
Using the DualSense Controller features.
That is true.
That SSD.
That is true. Liar of the Clockwork God. Need for
Oh,
Speed
shit.
Hot Pursuit Remaster. Listen, let me tell you something. EA, we gonna talk about EA too, because EA funny. They funny. We gonna
Oh,
talk. We gonna talk.
Persona. This show, I'm gonna cook
Oh,
them.
Barry, you gotta cook them, man. That's you got the floor once we get to the EA topic. Trust, because I can't wait to hear this. But EA pissed me off, right? Because of all the Need for Speed games to remaster, right? They did not remaster the greatest Need for Speed game to ever come out. Need for Speed Underground 2. Don't debate me. Do not debate me. Need for Speed Underground 2 is the greatest Need for Speed to ever release in the history of Need for Speed games. It goes Need for Speed Underground 2, then Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and then Need for Speed Carbon. I know a lot of people didn't like Carbon, but I love Carbon.
Wait, so Hot Pursuit, not the Hot Pursuit?
No, it's Hot Pursuit, but Hot Pursuit 2, at least for me, I think Hot Pursuit 2 is better than Hot Pursuit 1. But Underground 2 is the best Need for Speed game to ever release. Like, hands down.
I was more like the Midnight Club kind of dude.
I love Midnight Club.
I played Need for Speed, but I wasn't like, you know what I mean, like how you guys are right now. But when it came to Midnight Club, especially Midnight Club 2, woo! I
love Midnight Club 2, man. Midnight Club 2 Dub Edition, that was my game, man. They had some of the best music on there too.
Yo, I had the Dub Edition on the PSP. Man, the load times on that was crazy.
That PSP could have used a USD, SSD. You feel me? But Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups, Save Adventure Bay.
Let's go.
And that's pretty much it. That is the games released this week, guys. Pretty okay list in my opinion. Bari, so now we're in the spotlight. Bari, I have to ask, because we have seen a lot of gameplay. We have seen a lot of reviews. We've seen a lot of things, man, with the lead up to the PlayStation 5's launch, which is literally, again, 5 days away. I gotta ask, Bari, what is your spotlight game for this week?
All right, so when you say spotlight game for this week, are you meaning this past week or the upcoming week?
Well, you know what? Let me rephrase it. What's your spot for this week's podcast? What is your spotlight game? It doesn't have to be a game within this week. It could just be for this week. What is a spotlight game that you feel the audience should pay attention to, should play, should check out?
All right. Yeah, really and truly, man, I think everybody is gonna need to play this game right here. Everybody that's getting a PS5, you already gonna have it. It's gonna be free, preloaded, and that's the Astrobot, man. I love Rescue Mission, Astrobot Rescue Mission. Matter of fact, if you can play Astrobot Rescue Mission, and you have a PSVR, definitely play that game right now before you get ready for Astrobot, man. Because I kid you not, it's a sleeper hit game. It is an amazing game, Astrobot Rescue Mission, and Astrobot Playroom is looking like it's just continuing what Rescue Mission was outside of us rescuing these, Astrobots. But I'm super excited for that, man. Astrobot looking like we're going to see really and truly what that DualSense is going to be offering with that game. And I just want to let people know, if you're getting a PS5, don't just look over that game or delete it. Definitely go and try it out. It's going to be an amazing experience, man. And I believe the people when they speak about the game, because like I said, I played Astrobot Rescue Mission and I love that game, man.
With Rescue Mission, do you have to have the VR in order to play the game?
Yeah, it's a VR game.
Okay,
it's only a VR game.
Okay,
but,
yeah, because I didn't. I've heard a lot of good things about Astrobot, but I myself haven't played it either, and I have a VR, so shame on me.
The thing, it's not like an over cumbersome kind of VR game. It's like a third person view aspect. So you're looking above it. You're looking above Astrobot while you control him, but you have like the overlay view to see the whole like world. But you're also looking and caring for Astrobot as well. But I just say people play that game because that's like a precursor to like the Playroom game. And from what everybody's saying, it's not just like a demo. It's a full pack game because you obviously see the people's reviewing it. Yeah, don't ignore it. I know that SSD limited. Play it, and hopefully everybody enjoy it, man. But I just want to highlight that game right there, man. I feel like we all need to touch that give our impressions on that when that PS5 hit.
Definitely. So for me, my spotlight game this week is. But can I break the rules? We've been breaking the rules a lot, man, on the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the rules. Normally, you're supposed to give one game. We giving two, right? So for me, my spotlight games for this week is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Listen, I've been watching some reviews like of gameplay. I've seen some gameplay, some analysis and things like that. I've been seeing I watched the Marvel interview with Brian Horton and James Ham, and it was amazing. This game is amazing. I cannot wait for this game. It looks beautiful.
They put a lot of love and care, just like with Spider-Man 2018.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell like they care for the character. I love Spider-Man, so I look for those little intricate details.
Yeah,
and they're putting it in there, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's you definitely got to highlight that, bro.
They put a lot of love in here. And listen, as a New Yorker, Bari, New York is in the building. As New Yorkers, they put a suit in there with Miles Morales where he had Tim's on, and I loved it. I love it. That's gonna be one of my suits that I'm using. I'm taking a lot of pictures in that suit.
You're seeing it.
That is definitely going to be. That's the first game I'm playing, hands down. Miles Morales. This is a game that most definitely is a spotlight that I think everyone should definitely pay attention to and check out. The other game for me, GodFall. Listen, we're going into next gen, so we breaking rules. We breaking rules today. GodFall is an amazing. This game looks so amazing. It looks so good, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. I can't wait.
You know, a funny persona. When we first seen GodFall, I remember it was me, you, Sick Humor TV. We was like, yo, this game was looking amazing, bro. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to play this joint. While everybody was bashing it, everybody was like, what's going on? Well, all of a sudden, I'm seeing a lot of people converting over to that GodFall. They was ignoring the stuff that we were saying. Oh, the combat is going to be deep. You know what I mean? The customization looks like it's going to be good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But they was following their favorite YouTubers that don't play no damn games. Speaking about GodFall. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, though. GodFall, and they've put out a lot of news, which we are going to talk about today as well. But seeing the news, seeing, the gameplay, seeing how deep the game is going to be in terms of the customization and leveling and gear, armor, stuff like that. I love looter shooters, right? Destiny is one of my favorite games of this generation. I love it. Bari, I put in over 1,000 hours. Close to 2,000 between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I play these games, right? So I love Destiny. So with GodFall, it being a looter slasher, that's right up my alley. I can't wait. I'm really excited for this game, and it looks beautiful. One of the most beautiful games to come out this generation at launch so far as well. So Spider-Man, Miles Morales, GodFall, those are my two games that I think you guys should be keeping your eye on and checking out, especially if you're considering buying a PlayStation 5 and you're on the fence about what games you should buy. Those are my spotlight games. So, do your own research, check them out, see if those are games you might be interested in. So with that being said, should we give our impressions of the controller, Bari? Or you want to say that for the top?
Absolutely.
All right. Man. So last week, myself and Bari, we talked about the Pulse 3D headset, PlayStation 5 Pulse 3D headset, right? And we were waiting for our DualSense controllers to come in so that we could talk about that. We hope that they would come in at the same time that the headset did, so that we could just talk about it all at once. But UPS had other plans, unfortunately, so they got delivered. They got delivered this week, though, and I got to be honest. As soon as and guys, if you follow me on my personal channel, you already know I always say this, and I actually did it. So when I got the controller, I pulled it out. I smelt it. I told you guys I was gonna do it.
So he licked it too.
Nah. Ain't nobody licking no controllers out here. Nah, ain't nobody doing that. Nah, we good. But I did smell it though, and this controller. it feels next gen. Like, yo, that's like at its core, it feels very next gen. But Bari, what's your thoughts on the controller, man?
Yeah, like my initial impressions of it is like it feels at home when you hold it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But it's like a home renovation. Like, you got your kitchen done, you got your living room done. Like it's your house, but you got some new additions to it, man. Right away when I picked it up, I was like, okay, you definitely feel the heft. It definitely feels bigger when you just have it in one hand.
pause.
But when you put it in two hands, you start pressing the buttons and the triggers and you feel the analog sticks around. It's like, oh, this feels right at home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I feel like the button presses it feel very premium. It's not like a clicky clicky click clack click clack. You know what I'm saying? When you play in a game and all you hear is a click clack click clack click clack when they play in the game.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
you definitely tell that they took some thought to how the button presses are going to sound due to the fact that it has a mic on the controller.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to have like a controller that's clickety clickety clackety. I'm not saying that it's going to ignore the clicks of the controller, but it's a subtle press to it. It's like if it has a mushy kind of press to it, so it's not like a super loud click, which I appreciate that, man. But it feels really good, man. The D-pad feels good. The face button feels good. The trigger, even though we don't have the features ready for that, the trigger, you can already tell that it already has like a more premium feel to it from the DualShock. And
Mm-hmm.
the R1 L1 is much bigger. But like I said, you can put your finger whatever position you want to put it. Like I have it at the back of the R1 L1,
Mm-hmm.
so it's much easier for me to get to the triggers. But we'll see what gameplay comes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, overall, I like the controller, man. It feels good. The texture grip feels pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got sweaty hands, you got them dirty ass hands, it's definitely going to make you're definitely going to be cleaning this controller a lot because the texture grips is actual PlayStation symbols, so you can definitely tell that you're going to be scrubbing your controller down the bat, especially after a intense session playing Demon Souls or something like that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, I do like it. The color seems pretty good as well. It's not like a bright white; it's like a off, kind of white color,
Mm-hmm.
and that goes through the Pulse headset as well. But overall, I think people's gonna love this controller, man. If you like the DualShock 4, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
love the DualSense for sure, man. It's just a better DualSense controller. I mean, DualShock controller. That's no cap. That's just the truth. You know what
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I agree 100%. I think for me, when it comes to the controller, as soon as I picked it up, it felt very familiar. You get what I mean? Where, and I think the reason why it felt so familiar is because, you know, especially you and I, we use the Scuff. We've also used the Astro C40, right? When you hold the Astro, because I held the Astro C40 and then I held the DualSense, and they don't feel 100% the same, but you can tell, like, using the C40 so much, and the C40 is such a great controller. Like, if you haven't used this controller, it is a phenomenal controller. It just feels right in your hands, right? It's big enough, pause, and it's very comfortable to use, especially for long gaming sessions. When I hold the DualSense, I get that same impression,
Yeah.
right? And it's one of those things where I'm like, yo, this controller really does feel premium. It feels premium. It's definitely heavier. It's definitely heavier than the DualShock 4. It's got some new tech.
Bro. It got the bulk,
Yeah.
right? It got the bulk, but when you have it in your hand, it's like, yo, it doesn't feel like it's bigger. You know what I mean? Like it sounds weird. Like when you look at the controller, you put them side to side. It's like, oh, the DualSense is definitely bigger. But when you actually when you holding it, it's just like, oh, it doesn't feel like it's bigger, but I know it is bigger.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean? They did a really good job in the ergonomics.
yeah, you see it or you feel it most within the handles. The handles are definitely a little bit longer and a little bit fleshed out a little bit more. So when you're resting your fingers, it actually feels like you're actually resting, especially now that the triggers are now kind of curved, like the underneath the triggers is more so curved. So you do really feel like your hands are resting. It's like a little resting area for your hand for your fingers.
Yeah. So this is a good question. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was like, this is a good question that Kayla Jones was asking in the chat. She said, "What do you think about the new PS button? What was your initial thought when you pressed it?"
I thought, man, this it feels right. It feels right. I know we normally just had like the little circle bubble button. I like it. I feel like now I think with all the buttons, but more so with the PS button, when you press it, like you know that you're actually pressing the button, and you know, like I like that you're actually feeling the symbols on your fingers and stuff like that. I can appreciate that. And same thing goes for the options button and the create button, right? I don't want to say that this was an issue, but one of my gripes with the PlayStation DualShock controller is that the create button and the options button were more fleshed in to the shell of the controller. So you really had to dig it. You had to dig in there to press the button, right? I love that they raised both of those buttons so that it's an actual click. Like when you click it, it's a click, 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 click. Like you feel when you click it, you know that you're actually clicking a button and that it's actually going to do what it's supposed to do, which I seriously can appreciate. So I think between that and the PS button being raised the way it is and it actually being the shape of the PlayStation symbol, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And I can say I like it a little bit more than the bubble button that we've had with the DualShock 4.
Well, me personally, I like the bubble better, just due to the fact that I'm not. Well, this is just initial because I'm not used to the actual PS button, being an actual PS button, actually, right? I'm not saying that it's bad or anything like that, but just off the initial, when you initially just going and you pressing the controller and you're trying to, let me go to the PS button, I don't feel that bubble button. So, it's something I'm not used to. So when I'm touching it, like say I'm in the game and I'm touching it, it's not going to register to me right away that, this is a PS button. You know what I mean? But that obviously is going to take time, and when the PlayStation 5 come, obviously it's not going to be an issue. But just off of my initial impressions, I'm just like, okay, it's going to take a little bit used to because I'm so used to from the PS3 to the PS4 to that bubble. You know what I mean? So right away, I already know that's the PS button without even looking. But it's a different texture, different feeling. You gotta get used to it. But overall, it's the same function. That was a different kind of function with the PlayStation UI. But I like it on a looks perspective, right? But we'll see when it comes. When we're actually in the game. Like, that's the PS button.
Yeah. I still think it's a great controller. But at the end of the day, we actually need to play something on it because in order to give a full review or full in depth true thoughts, because even the triggers you feel the tension of the triggers, which we know that's because of the mechanisms that they have within the controller that cause more tension. That's the adaptive triggers. But to be able to experience that with an actual next gen game and experience like the raindrops and how the rumbles and things like that are and haptic feedback and all that stuff, I really want to experience all that to give like a full in-depth review, because once I get my PlayStation 5 and I really put some time into the games, we'll definitely be able to give like a solid in-depth review of how we feel with the controller and things like that.
But yeah, you already like when you have this control in your hands, you already feel the premium build.
Yeah, you do.
Like you feel like, okay, this is a $70, $80 controller right away.
Yes.
Right away.
100%.
That's no cap.
It's not cheap. It don't feel cheap. It don't feel cheap. It feels very premium.
You can twist this joint too, and you don't hear no creaks. No. You don't hear no creaks at all.
Not at all.
It's a well built controller.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely, really a really good I just can't wait to the PlayStation 5.
To answer at Batter A2, then we can move on.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with the the complaint how people are saying that it feels far away, the R1 to L, to R2, because the button itself is a big button. You know what I mean? It depends on where you place your finger, but the button itself is a big button. Like I have it all the way to the back, and I can still press it all the way, and then you right there to the state. To me, that's a dumb complaint in my personal opinion, because the button is huge, so you can place it however you want to place it. And I think they did that on purpose just because of that. Depending on how people play, if you claw, how you want to place it, it's still going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the R2, L1, the L1, R1 placements and the R2, L2 placements, it feels good. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so let's move on, man. So let's talk about one of probably the most requested character in any fighting game that I've ever played in my life, Molina. So they finally released the Molina trailer today, and not today, but this week, and oh my god, this chick is fire.
Yeah, she look good.
This chick is on point when it comes to her play style, man. Like, this is just dope, man. You watched the trailer, right, Mario?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Give me your thoughts, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, my thoughts with this is that's like, zoners beware. NetherRealms, they like to put zoning characters in here. But this girl is going to be an look at that right there. She is going to be an anti-zoner. We're definitely going to see like the damage of what she can deliver here. But if she does the high damage, she's going to be a big issue. One thing I got to see is her buttons, like what's her lows. That look like a good low special right there. But her grabs animation look cool. But she have her classic moves like the roll and all that stuff there, but all her like classic stuff is like more so for like anti-zoning. So a lot of people's going to have issues.
Yo, that combo was sick. The combo was, yo, this is the one where I think she's gonna stab her in the eyes. I love this move. Yeah, I love this move, bro. I love this move.
Her side. I think she got like a crushing blow from that. Just off of Kodokan trying to zone out a little with a pizza throw. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So people definitely going to have to be aware of this character.
Yo,
but there's a reason why a lot of people wanted Molina, because Molina has always been like a good character, but that's due to the story. She died off, and a lot of people don't like fighting against Molina anyway. So I think people's going to be excited, man. It's going to bring a lot of people back to this game. Fortunately, I'm not like a NetherRealm fan like that. I want to play that Rain, though. I ain't even going to lie to you, man.
Rain is nice.
I'm very, very interested in what Rain and what he got to offer.
Yeah.
But the thing is I don't know if it's going to hold me over to play.
It's not.
MK.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not,
man. I've been saying that for years. You know what I mean? When it comes to NetherRealm games, this character looks cool. I try the character out, and it's just like, I just don't like the animations of this game, man. It's too stiff.
It's a very stiff. Yeah, it's a very stiff. Mortal Kombat is definitely a very stiff game. It's not like even like how you do combos. It's not like a tap 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 tap. Like it's a tap 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 tap. Like you know what I mean? Like it's you got to be in. It's very timed. I mean, I've always liked Mortal Kombat. It's not my favorite, not one of my favorite fighting games, but it's definitely a pretty good pick up and play fighting game that you can play with friends and things like that.
It's very popular.
Yeah, it's very, very popular. I'm definitely not going to take that away. It's a very, very popular game, and I think when it comes to this one specifically, they have done a good job of putting a lot of characters that people have requested, and even some surprises. Spawn, Terminator, Rambo, and all these, just really dope characters into this game to keep the community and the game very active. So I can appreciate it, man. When it comes to Molina,
her crushing blow,
she's got two.
Like her crushing blow looks like a fatality, bruh.
And she's got two.
Nah, her crushing. Not my bad. Not crushing. What's it called? What's the move when you get to a certain percent meter and you can do like a little special super?
That is called crushing blow, isn't it?
Nah, crushing blow is when you like
when you hurt their bones and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. But
I don't know
The
what the
move that
crushing
she
blow
did in
is.
the end. I forgot what it's called. Chuck will probably let us know.
Yeah, Chuck will
But
definitely let us know.
but yo, that jump looked like it looked like a fatality, bro.
Yeah. This looks very brutal. For that not to be a
Oh,
fatality.
fatal
Fatal
blow.
blow.
There we
Okay,
go.
yeah. Shout out to
There we
Chuck.
go.
That was Chuck that said it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chuck, man. Yeah, so Molina, guys, for y'all that are interested in that trailer is out. She's looking on point. Very exciting, right? Next bit of news. Yo, Bari, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about exclusivity deals?
Oh, you know, I love him, man.
Oh, you love them, right?
I love me a good exclusive.
Especially when it's on the PlayStation. You get what I mean? You love when PlayStation goes the extra mile to make sure that their players are well fed, for lack of a better term. You get what I'm saying? And with Call of Duty Cold War, PlayStation and Activision are seriously sparing no expense here. So we already know that PlayStation is going to have an exclusive game zombie 2-player game mode that is going to be exclusive to the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 players when Cold War releases. So if you have Call of Duty Cold War on PS4 and PS5, you're going to have zombies, you're going to have the story, you're going to have multiplayer, you'll have what is it called? War whatever, I forgot. Warzone, but then you'll also have another 2-player zombie mode. So you're thinking, all right, cool. There was obviously a little bit of outrage, which it always is, but you know, PlayStation's like, oh no, we gotta put salt in the wound, right? We want to make sure that our players are well fed because it's November, it's Thanksgiving, and people love to eat. So
they know the vibes.
They know how to keep a PlayStation player happy, and they know how to keep a PlayStation player where they at. And so they have actually gone the extra mile with this, right? So in addition to the 2-player zombie mode, PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5 players will now also get Battle Pass bundle bonuses. Unlock new gear and goodies even faster. PlayStation players that purchase the $20 Battle Pass bundles will get an additional 5 tier skips. That's a total of 25 tier skips. Also, PlayStation players will get a PlayStation Party bonus. Teamwork makes the dream work. PlayStation players that play together in parties receive plus 25% bonus weapon XP.
Oh, damn. We
The
about to
bonus,
max out.
yo, listen, the bonus still counts when playing with cross-platform teammates as well. Also, you'll get double XP bonus. PlayStation players can look forward to exclusive monthly double XP events, 24-hour duration, so prepare to boost your rank. And last but not least, extra loadouts. To be prepared for any scenario, PlayStation players get an additional 2 loadout slots ready for customization, available when creator class unlocks, upon reaching level 4.
Yo, so all right, leave that up there, Persona, man. I know a lot of people is gonna look at this as like, what extra loadouts? Double XP. Listen, this is big news for Call of Duty fans because one of the biggest issues, well, not issues, but one of the things that a lot of people hate with Call of Duty sometimes when we just started out is the fact that you don't have all the loadouts. Because there's times where you have a specific gun that you like, but you have like multiple variations of what you like to equip with the gun. So having that additional 2 loadout slots, like say you get the AK-74U, you can have your basic primary setup, then you can have like the experimental setup now to test around that, and you get it earlier. So this is pretty cool. I like that a lot. To me, that's the biggest thing. But yo, this is crazy right here because what I was laughing, no lie, I was laughing when I saw the trailer. Because the title of the trailer is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Sony Advantage trailer. I was like, what?
I seen that too.
Yo, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, yo, they got a Sony Advantage trailer. That's crazy. PlayStation in the beginning of the trailer said PlayStation gives you the edge. And I was just like, wow, man, they
going above and beyond, man. They going above and beyond, man. Like it's no joke out here. Like since they've done the exclusivity deal between Call of Duty and PlayStation, There's always been some type of special bonuses that PlayStation has gotten for PlayStation players when it comes to COD games. But I think with this here, this is like another level. I'm gonna be honest. Like they really are going above and beyond with these exclusive bonuses on Call of Duty Cold War. Like this is crazy.
People think this is not like huge, but this would definitely be the tipping point to where a lot of people will purchase the game.
The party bonus alone.
Yeah, because
25% weapon bonus weapon XP when you playing with other PlayStation players in a party.
That's the key thing where a lot of people say, well, I want to play with my friends. Yeah, but
exactly.
Now the biggest game that's going to come out this year, you can buy a PlayStation and buy the PlayStation version, which PlayStation wants, and you can still play with your friend on Xbox, but you are benefiting here because it says it's still crossplay, that as long as you're a PlayStation gamer that bought this game, right, and you play with a party, even if your party is Xbox players, you are benefiting with playing with your friends. They are not. Mm-hmm. So you could be level 15, right? You play everybody level 15, and then automatically you level 17, and your friends is like, damn, why am I still 15? I'm like, yo, I'm playing on PlayStation. I got a 25% bonus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The battle pass tier skips, like all of it, like extra loadouts, double XP bonus events that happen monthly. That's gonna be huge. That right there is gonna be huge because you're gonna see a lot of people that's gonna be super high ranking up quick. That double XP bonus and the party bonus, that within itself is just that's huge, man. That's gonna definitely entice a lot of people to want to play on PlayStation, in my opinion. I feel like, and a lot of people already play COD on PlayStation, as opposed to other platforms. So I think this will just further add to that. Especially, it's actually smart, in my opinion. It's smart that they're doing this with this game, and I think the reason why they're doing this with this game is to entice people because we're going into a new generation. A lot of people are undecided about where they want to buy games, where should they buy, even though it's not that hard of a decision. But where do they want to buy a console or things like that? And if one of your favorite games is Call of Duty Cold War, Call of Duty, right? And you're seeing things like this, it's a no-brainer. You get what I'm saying?
It's a great incentive, to just buy the game on PlayStation. That's pretty much what PlayStation want. Yeah, it's cause adding these features like crossplay and all that stuff, people's like, oh, I can just get it on Xbox because that's where my friends are gonna be, but I can still benefit by playing it on play with PlayStation gamers. But you're getting a huge advantage bonus that's owning the game on PlayStation.
Oh yeah. So Bari, I want you to talk about this one. I want you to have the floor. Like I read this too when you sent this to me, and I already know which section has you like, yo, what the F? But so EA, right? EA details their next generation enhancements for Star Wars Squadrons, Sims 4, and a ton of other games, right? And I gotta be honest, I hate to say this, but some of these, like, it seems like they're not really doing much here. Like, it really doesn't really seem like a lot, like, as opposed to what a lot of other people are doing in terms of, like, touch-ups and things like that. Because even, like, if you look at it, they say Need for Speed will run as though it is on a comparable current-gen console, but PS5 will run it like it's on PS4 Pro, and Xbox Series X will run it like it's on an Xbox One X, or Xbox Series X will run it, or Xbox Series S will run it like it's on an Xbox One S. Like, you're not doing anything. And, like, it doesn't, I don't understand, right? But I think one of the most notable ones here is the Star Wars Squadrons, right? So with Star Wars Squadrons, it says, for the PlayStation 5, Star Wars Squadrons will run with improved lighting on PlayStation 5 at the same resolution and frame rate as the PS4 Pro. Xbox Series X and Series S, Star Wars Squadrons offers up two options on Xbox Series X and S: better visual quality or better performance. Better visual quality means an improved lighting model running at up to 2160p f at 60 frames per second on Series X, and up to 1440p 60 frames per second on the Series S. Better performance takes the same resolution and bumps it up to 120 frames on both of the Xbox consoles. If you have a television that supports variable refresh rate, Motive added a toggle in the menu for that. So PlayStation 5, one sentence. The other consoles, a paragraph.
Utter disrespect.
You got the floor, Bar.
You know what it is. If you already playing this game on PlayStation VR, you already experiencing this game like 120 frames anyway, right? Through PlayStation VR. But at the end of the day, a lot of people is probably not going to play this game on PlayStation VR, so they're not experiencing that stuff and all that, right? But how dare you, EA, put up this one little sentence talking about Star Wars Squadrons runs with improved lighting on PlayStation 5, same resolution, same frame rate on a PS4 Pro. You know what I mean? It's not 4K. I think that's like what? I think it's 60 frames per second on PS4 Pro as well. Like I bought this game. Can you remember I was excited for this game? I pre-ordered this game. I bought this game because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I never got the chance to play it yet because been playing these other games, Ghost of Tsushima, never hooked VR to play the game yet, right? But when this news came out, you know what I did, Persona? I called up PlayStation and I said, refund my shit. Refund it now. You know why? Because I'm going to this generation. I'm not gonna go and support these developers, especially for the platform that I prefer, and you're not gonna fully support it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you my money, because I like this series, I like this franchise. I'm not gonna give my money when you out here, you have the PlayStation 5 that can do everything that you have listed here on the console that the Xbox Series X is doing. They even had the nerves to initiate that on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? They put Xbox Series X and S. And then for the PlayStation 5, improved lighting, run the same frames of the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I mean? That's just utter disrespect. That just feels like you're just running it backwards, compat, and just a little improvement here, but you're not actually taking the advantage of the console. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got my refund from PlayStation. You know what I mean? They say it's gonna take 3 to 5 days. You know what I mean? And it's gonna hit my wallet. Because I'm not gonna accept any BS like that from these developers. EA is being lazy. You know what I mean? If you out here, you're not supporting PlayStation 5 features like the crossplay and all that stuff, the SSD. You know what I mean? If I find out your game is third party, they both on the same consoles, but you supporting one of the consoles more than you supporting the other one. I'm not supporting your game, especially on the platform that I prefer. I'm not going to support your game. You know what I mean? That's just keeping it funky, man. I'm gonna if I already bought it and I ain't play it like that, I'm getting your refund, and that's it. I don't get why EA is even doing something like that, where they're listing all this stuff. The PlayStation 5 can play this game at these performances, 4K 60. It can play that easily with this game. You know what I mean? It can support up to 120 frames. It can do that easily with this game. But yet, you don't want to support the features of it. Nah, you're not getting my money. End of story. You're not getting my money. I got the refund, and I'm happy with it. I ain't feel no issue. And Persona, you know me. I love Star Wars, bro. I love Star Wars. I'll buy a Star Wars game, good or bad. I love Star Wars. No different than like Transformers. The Transformers game come out, it's trash. I'll buy it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be supporting these devs now that especially not supporting the platform that I prefer, where they can easily do it. They can easily do it.
Yeah.
Not supporting that, bro.
No, I agree. When it comes to stuff like this, I mean, I didn't buy the game, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but Star Wars Fallen Order was a good game. It was made by Respawn. It was a good game. But Battlefront 1 and 2, no, they were okay.
I like the Battlefront in this gen as well.
They were okay, but EA has messed up the Star Wars franchise a lot this generation, and for me personally, I had enough of EA, and I've had enough of their games. There's very few games that I would buy from EA today. And Star Wars, as much as I love Star Wars Squadron, I looked at this and I said, no, I'm not buying this. I made the conscious decision that I'm not. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't because, the PlayStation 5 is clearly capable to do a lot of this stuff. And I don't know why they didn't also put the time into... I don't know why they didn't also put the time in with PlayStation to also make sure that it can do 120 frames and all this other stuff, right? Touch up the textures and all this. All they say is improve lighting. That's great. Cool. Can we get some texture touch-ups? Can we get some, what's good here? So the fact that they didn't do that for PlayStation, I'm like, all right, fine. I mean, I'm not buying the game anyway, but I'm using, whatever, right? But I get your frustration, Obari.
It's disrespectful, man. To be honest,
right? No, it is very disrespectful. I agree. It is very disrespectful. That's why EA not seeing my money.
They're not seeing my bread either, man. If I don't see nothing like, they might see my money with no, not might. They're gonna see my money with a certain news we're gonna talk about later. But nah, man.
Actually, since we're on the topic of EA, let's talk about it, man. Screw it.
It's disrespectful, man.
No, yeah, you're right. I agree. So since we're on the topic of EA, let's talk about this other news that literally just hit like an hour or two ago, right? So that's the news that finally Mass Effect the trilogy. It's called Mass Effect the Legendary Edition. It's going to be It's got announced and it's going to be released in 2021. And it's not remakes, it's remasters with some touch-ups. So some of the changes that you can see for consoles and PC is the fact that it will be higher frame rates, better textures, better controls, things of that nature. And it will also include all single-player DLC and promotional items. And it comes out in 2021. And it's going to have Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. I never played Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect that I played was Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda, and I thought that game was terrible. And I've tried on numerous occasions to try to finish this game and really dive deep and play it. I just don't like this game.
That was your first Mass Effect experience. I feel bad for you right there.
Well, it's the same thing with Fallout. My first Fallout was Fallout 4.
Fallout is trash. I don't care what nobody
Fallout's trash. Yeah, Fallout's trash, man. Like I don't see the hype for it.
Mass Effect is an actual good franchise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, what's your thoughts on this, Bari?
I'm excited. I'm excited for this because I never played Mass Effect 1, but I played 2 and I played 3. I love 2 to death. I think 3 was a great game as well. R.I.P. my boy Marvin. Mr. Biggs. We used to play Mass Effect 3 online, crazy man. Because you will love Mass Effect 3 online because it separates them into class systems as far as I forgot the ability or the classes that you could pick with Mass Effect, but each class does different stuff. So you have like the one that can take hits, you have the one that not magic, but they're using the abilities like the long range abilities. I forgot the ability. It's been a long time, but overall that game was fun as hell, man. Especially the online was fun as hell. But overall, I like Mass Effect stories. It was one of the best games last gen. It's a Mass Effect series, but this is good, and it's not a remake. If this was going to be a remake, there's no way they're going to package it in a trilogy. Let's be real here, guys. If this was a remake, they would have sold it to us separately. So you could take that however you guys want to take it. But I'm excited, man. 2021 is looking like a great year for gamers, man. You have going to be a lot of stuff to play in 2021, especially on PlayStation. So. I can't wait for that. Get more information and seeing it in actual gameplay of it.
Yeah. I'm not excited as you. I'm not as excited as you. Obviously, because I never played any of the Mass Effect games. And when I say that, people gasp, huh? You never played no Mass Effect? No, no. I've never played Mass Effect until this generation, and I never played Fallout until this generation. And both games are terrible. But anyway, so I'm excited to actually try. I am going to buy this, and I am going to try it out and see how the older games were. And see if the series is actually a good series, like people say, because we'll see what happens. But 2021.
Nah, trust. You're gonna love this series. Trust.
Okay.
This is down your alley, bro. I'm trying. You're gonna like this series for sure. For sure. If they bring the multiplayer too in 3, you're gonna like this series for sure. Trust, yo. Trust.
Word. Okay.
No, we didn't see no news as far as bringing the multiplayer, but 3 multiplayer was fun as hell, yo. I kid you not, bro. That joint was fun as hell.
Yeah. So some other big news that I think we can all appreciate. Even though I haven't played this game since, it's been a while. It's been a long time. I haven't played this game since the beginning of the generation, but it's still a great game. And the game I'm obviously talking about is Warframe, right? Warframe is a game that has released. This was a launch title for the PlayStation 4. And this game has grown. It started off rough, but it has grown to be a very, very solid title that has a devout following of people, and they have improved and grown this game substantially since the launch of it in the beginning of the generation. And just like this generation, in next generation, this game is also going to be seeing a huge leap in its game's textures, resolution, frames, loading, and the like. So what you're seeing here is obviously the reveal trailer of how the game has changed between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And some of the changes that you can expect to see is up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, much, much faster loading times, cross-save, cross-play, haptic feedback, dynamic lighting, and also adaptive triggers. The utilization of the adaptive triggers, much better lighting. No mention of ray tracing specifically, but I wouldn't be surprised if they also try to push that in at a later date. They also announced that there's going to be some new expansions as well coming to Warframe in its entirety, but as well for the people with PlayStation 5. So, Bari, I know you haven't played Warframe. I don't know how long it's been since you played Warframe, but seeing this and seeing how different it's going to look, seeing how different this game is going to look compared to this gen and next gen. What's your thoughts, man? How you feel about this? Is this enough to get you to get back into the game? Give me your thoughts, bro.
Warframe was always like a cool game. Like when we first played it, we was just playing the first boot up from the PC.
We were beta
version.
testers when we first played it, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy, but you never really play like the 10.0 edition, like the super update. Like they had like a Warframe is crazy because they had crazy updates, man. And yo, really and truly, man. Like I'm thinking about it, like yo. If my boy is still here, he'd have loved this week for PlayStation because, Marvin, Mr. Biggs, you remember Mr. Biggs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Biggs, man. R.I.P.
All he played was Warframe, bro. Like, he loved it. Yeah. He loved the hell out of this game, bro. So you know what I mean. This is good news, and this is a popular franchise. You know what I mean. So we'll see.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be one of the first games I play on PS5, but I'll definitely give this a download and just to see how different it is, and because I have not been on this game since 2014, so I know this game has changed substantially. So I'll definitely get on and look at how much better it is and how the world is and stuff like that. Me personally, I'll look at it, I'll check it out, but give it
a little look.
Yeah, I'll give it a little look-see, but
hey, I'll tell you this. It's going to be a hefty game. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
It might be free to play, but, I'm trying to tell you, bro, them updates. So every time Marvin had trying to get me to play it, bro, I'm talking about 40-something gig patch update. That's the last time I was trying to play this game. I was like, yo, bro, I'm not downloading that.
Yeah, that's too hefty, man. That's too hefty.
Oh, that was like 4 years ago. Matter of fact, no, that was like 5 years ago. Yeah. So imagine it now.
Oh, even though you almost better, like 200 gigs.
You have better compression tools and stuff like that. Because we are seeing that with next gen games. Like if you look at Spider-Man, the remaster for PS5, it's a smaller size than an actual PS4 game with all the DLC and everything. And plus, that game got more textures, better ray tracing, all that stuff. So the compression is there, but still a big file.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's really good. I can't wait. I'll definitely try it out for sure. The next thing, this is one I think is a bit of a bummer, a little bit of a bummer. Even though this wasn't going to be like one of the first games I played, it was definitely going to be like the fourth for sure. And I wouldn't mind, me and Bari teaming up to get through some levels and whatnot. But unfortunately, SackBoy, A Big Adventure, will not have online multiplayer at launch. At launch, it will not have multiplayer. It will have couch co-op multiplayer, so you and 3 other friends would be able to play this all on one screen, obviously as a couch co-op back in the day. But in terms of actual online multiplayer, that will not be available until the end of 2020, right? And the patch, and when they do implement the online multiplayer for this game, they will also implement the cross-generation multiplayer where PS4, and PS5 players can play together and game save transfers from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, right? So, Bari, hearing this news, how do you feel about this, man? Is this a bummer? Let me know your thoughts.
It's a little disappointing. I think they mentioned something like this before, but it might have slipped my mind. But this is one of those games where I definitely just wanted to play like co-op, like, let's run through this and probably maybe do like a stream for it.
Yeah.
But co-op wise, but just gonna have to wait on that. But I ain't gonna wait till the patch.
I ain't waiting till the patch to play this game. Like, not at all.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna play the game because I'm excited for the game. So it's a little disappointing.
And it's still a good family game for everyone to play. Like, everybody in the household can play. You got to buy 4 controllers, but
there is a way that PlayStation gamers can get around this though. When it comes to couch co-op, is that you can use share play.
Share play, yeah.
I mean,
and share play is going to be much better on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, so share play, you can get around that, but that's only going to allow 2 people to play together.
Yeah.
Do that, but
hopefully,
they said that it's coming late 2020.
Yeah, late 2020.
So I'm guessing like December.
Yeah, let's say like probably before Christmas. I'm sure we'll see the update.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that long for the patch update.
Yeah.
And then we can just rock out with playing it online, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is already pre-ordered. This everything.
Oh yeah, all my games pre-ordered, Bari. The games is pre-ordered. I'm all I need is the PS5 here in my house so that I can sign into my account and download all the games to the PS5. That's all I need. That's it. Everything else.
I'm gonna use the app to download my stuff.
Big facts. Oh, you fancy with it.
Yeah, I'm going fancy with it. Yeah. But everything that I want to play is already
it's already
bought.
It's already queued up, ready to go.
Ones that I'm like questioning, right? It depends on how good the implementations that Watchdog Legion is doing. That would determine my purchase on that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, can I get $1? I'll wait for like a sale on that.
A deep sale, you wait.
Yeah. I saw, shout out to my man Kiss Move, man. He was streaming that. I was just like, nah.
I actually got it downloaded. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try it out tonight and see how it is.
When did it come out? It come out early?
No, it came out last week for the PlayStation 4.
Assassin's Creed came out last week?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Watch Dogs. Assassin's Creed comes out November 10th, so next week Tuesday. Tuesday it comes out. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. But let's get into some exclusive talk, and exclusively we talking about Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. So they announced this week that there's going to be 2 new suits that you can expect to get in Spider-Man Remastered. One of those suits is the Arachnid Rider, and the other one is the Armored Advanced suit. And here's some pictures of these suits right here. And I got to say, oh my God.
That Armored Advanced suit, bro, I'm loading that thing up instantly.
Yeah, that Armored Advance is, yeah.
Arachnid look good too, man.
I like Arachnid because, red is my favorite color. I just love how so much red is on here.
Yo, bro. that white, black, and red on that
Yeah,
armored
this one looks nice
advanced
too. Yeah,
suit.
this one looks nice.
Oh
This
my!
one looks really nice. I ain't gonna lie. This one looks really, really
As
nice.
soon as that game get booed up, that's the first
Yo,
costume I'm changing.
this suit looks this fine. I'm actually gonna platinum this game again on PS5 for sure. I'm definitely gonna get the platinum again on
All
this.
DLC, everything,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm at 100 because I didn't 100% all the DLC on PS4. So for PS5, I'm 100% all DLC. It's some screwball missions, man. It's just be hard. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
especially I'm
With
playing on spectacular.
the hammerhead schoolball missions is fun though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun.
No, I'm in Silver Sable doing her screwball missions. I was playing probably last week or the week before, and there was this one screwball mission challenge where I had to get the highest points possible, but I could only use the webs and the electric webs and the shock absorber.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this shit is hard. And you got to stick them to the wall. I'm like, come on. So, but for PS5, I most definitely am gonna get that platinum again, and I will 100% all the DLC. But armored suit and the arachnid are looking really, really, really good, man. Um, one more week, man.
One more week.
Not one more
Nigga.
week. A couple more days. Days. 5 days.
Bro.
5 days, man. 5 days, guys. 5 days. I can't wait, man. Also, let's talk about
He said one more week. I was like, what?
So yo, let's talk about this Destruction All Stars. It's funny. The game's not coming out till February, but we're still getting so much information about it, which I can really, really appreciate, right? So this week they gave us some new gameplay, which we'll look at in a second, but they also gave us our first look at some of the game modes that we can expect in the game. So we've got Mayhem, which Mayhem plays like a classic deathmatch. You can play it's playable solo or in teams. And, death matches, deal damage to the cars and wreck as many opponents as you can in the first time limit. The player with the highest score wins. It sounds familiar, but you can control the chaos by mastering the balance between vehicle and character actions. Then the second game mode is Carnado. Take what you learn in Mayhem and put it all into on the line in Carnado. Playable in both solo and teams, is focused around risk and reward. Earn gear, all-stars collectible in-game items for damaging or wrecking competitors, which are automatically stored in your vehicle. Sacrifice your vehicle by driving into the Carnado to score points. Back on foot, get a new vehicle or steal one from your opponents from a quick points boost. The more you wreck, the more gear you earn. Then we've got Stockpile. Stockpile is our take on capture and control. In this team-based mode, wrecking or knocking out opponents wrecking or knocking out opponents will cause gears to drop on the floor. Go on foot to collect the gears and run through a gauntlet of vehicles to one of the 3 banks around the map. Stand on the bank to deposit gears and claim it for your team. This is the battle for bank ownership. The team with the most banks at the end of the game wins. This sounds fun. Fun. I'm not gonna lie. This Stockpile sounds fun.
They making the classic modes like that we're normally playing a multiplayer, and they
added
a little pizzazz to it with the cars.
Yeah. Then we have Gridfall. 16 all-stars enter the arena, but only one will emerge victorious. In Gridfall, it's about using all your skills to stay in the game as the arena falls away from beneath your wheels. Wreck your opponents off the edge off the edge of the map, or find temporary safety in the platforms above. As players get wrecked or knocked out, they'll trade a respawn to get back in the game. If you run out of respawns, you're eliminated. The winner is the last all-star standing. So pretty much like a elimination. It's elimination.
Yeah, it's free for all, but with a little. The floor is collapsing, so you got to stay within the area, and you can knock people off. It sounds cool.
Then obviously you have training mode.
Oh no, that's the most important mode that I need you guys before y'all want to clickety clack, hey, anybody want to join my party? I'm going to ask you one question: did you go in training mode and learn the damn game. That's what it's actually.
So training, visit the training area, complete the tutorial, and practice with any of our 16 all-stars. And then we have challenge series. Play
Oh man,
Genesis, one small step challenge series, and unlock exclusive character and player cosmetics through a curated series of challenging events against the AI. And
yeah, I
then we
mean, yeah,
have
that's a single player kind
yeah,
of
it's
mode.
pretty much a single player. Yeah. Then we have rewards. Rewards is access an expanding wardrobe of cosmetics from All Stars and your player profile. Unlock items when playing challenge series and level up in multiplayer to earn All Star coins that you're free to spend on the items you want. And they kind of show you like how this looks here with skins, emotes, vehicle emotes, shouts. So I'm guessing shouts is
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I'm going to support this game again. PlayStation, they
yeah. I want to buy
automatically,
this. Yeah.
yeah, they automatically refunded me, so I had nothing to do with that. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna support this game because yeah, I'm supporting to do PlayStation Plus. But nah, I'm gonna give them that bread too, man. Because
Yeah, they
this
put a
sounds
lot
fun.
into this. Yeah, they put a lot.
And when you see the trailer and see the gameplay, it's like, oh, okay, now I'm understanding what they're doing.
Yeah. So we'll let the trailer play while we talk about it. So Bari, man, hearing all of that, right? What's your thoughts, man? Like, how you feel? How you feel seeing all those game modes? Seeing how, it's really a diverse. They've really got a diverse list of modes and single player and things like that that you can do within a game, man. How you feel about it, man? Like, what's your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I think this game is gonna be a lot of fun. It sounds fun. The modes, like I said, they're taking classic modes, but they're putting their own little spin on it with
Mm-hmm.
the whole conception of the car and you getting out of the car. They have like a Titanfall kind of flow where you can steal people's car, like just like you can steal people's like Titans and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
or blow them up, sabotage them. Um, yeah, the game sounds fun, man. And us, one of the biggest complaint that people have, which I think is kind of crazy, but I do understand the complaint, is that you know PlayStation doesn't really give an incentive for PlayStation Plus for the multiplayer aspect, right? As far as when it comes to first party studios or games, but here you're getting a first party multiplayer game, right? And what all of a sudden this is what people wanted, but all of a sudden we get, oh, it's $70, it's $70. I ain't gonna buy that. PlayStation saw your tweets and your comments and said, oh, we're gonna put it in plus. That's the incentive to keep plus, right? So this is a good thing. This game is actually giving people with those complaints and stuff like that with PlayStation.
They're still not gonna play it.
You
Oh,
know,
sorry, guys. Sorry.
nah,
They
I
still not
mean,
gonna play it, man. Like, I mean, my whole, I don't mean
put
to
it
cut you
put
off,
it
but my,
put
my
it putting it in plus is gonna give them. All right, I'm gonna at least boot the game up.
yeah.
You know,
But seeing like how much they, so let me ask you this question then. So seeing how much they're really putting into this game, right? Um, does it look like does it look like something that you would have? Well, obviously you would have bought it, but does this look like something that people should really have purchased?
oh yeah, you know the vibe persona, man. I purchased this game.
Nah, cause
I,
I don't know, man. Cause I'm looking at like all that they putting in this game, and like you said, like I agree, man. Like one of the complaints that we see some people complain about is that PlayStation doesn't put out a lot of multiplayer games, and PlayStation needs to put more multiplayer and not just single player, and be more diverse in that. And you know, once that's there, no one wants to buy it, and it's like, how you want somebody to put something out for free? Like, no, like no.
I I think this game is it's smart. You
It's
know
very
why?
over the
Because
top, like, which I
it's
can
it's
appreciate.
it's tactical too, and I'm not mean as far as the just like the whole overall gameplay, but the concept, right? It's
Yeah,
very familiar with a popular game that people love,
Twisted
which
Metal.
is well, you can put Twisted Metal in there, but also Rocket League, right?
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rocket League as well.
So
Yes.
people like, oh, so this is like Rocket League, where I can just come out the car.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So right away, people's already grasping to the game just from that aspect that, oh, is some familiarity with Rocket League, even though it doesn't really play like Rocket League because the concept of the modes and all that stuff, right? But I think you're going to draw people in there from that, and the fact that it's on PlayStation Plus, it's going to incentivize people to, keep their Plus and like, oh, I want to play this game. It's cool. And then you also have the other factors with the PlayStation Plus collection and then the deals. And so, PlayStation, they definitely on the right pace as far as keeping people in Plus with this. But for me personally, the game always looked fun. It's always something that I was interested in. So what I did, I spoke with my wallet and I bought the game. So.
Oh yeah, I bought the game as well. They actually just emailed me and said that my money got refunded.
That's another good point too. Fall Guys, like the mode where it says that the free for all, right? And
then you fall through the floor. Yeah, that's definitely some Fall Guys.
That's like a Fall Guy kind of thing as well, man. So
yeah, I'm excited, man. Like this is like I'm mad. I'm sad that the game's not coming out this gen. Not this gen. The game's not coming out this year. But I could wait till February because it's plenty of other games that's gonna keep me busy. You feel me? Like we busy for a while.
Really and truly, like I can appreciate the delay as well because I'm excited to play the game, but there's obviously other games that have my priority to play. Right? Spider-Man, Godfall, Demon Souls, SackBoy. I definitely wanted to play those games, but now delaying that, I'm going to have the chance to really dive in on, Destruction All-Stars.
Yeah.
But imagine if it was still a launch. Yo, that'd be so crazy, dog. Like,
that'd be a lot of games. I mean, it's still a lot of games, but the top in terms of like my top 5, right? My top 5 games that I was going to play this next gen was going to be Spider-Man, Godfall, Sackboy, Destruction All-Stars, and the DMC and stuff like that. Like in that Call of Duty, in that order. You get what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty as well. The biggest game to come out this year.
Big facts. Right. But yo, man, let's move it on a little bit. You feel me? So Godfall, man. On to this Godfall news, man. And I really can appreciate that Godfall has really been vocal about what we can expect with this game, right? And what we can really see. What we can expect, and we're seeing like some of the things that they're talking about. The gameplay, the more gameplay that I see, the more excited that I get. The more gameplay that I see, the more that I cannot wait to play this game. Like I'm really going to be putting some serious hours into this game, man. I like seriously, wholeheartedly, right? So Godfall,
what edition you got?
I got the Ascended edition, $120. Yo, Bari, you know who I am, bro.
I knew. I just wanted, you tell the people.
You know how, bro. Every game that I've bought for PS5 has been the highest edition that I can buy. So Ultimate Edition for Miles, a Special Edition for Sackboy, Ascended Edition, Deluxe Edition for Demon Soul. Like everything is the highest edition. Like I go big or go home.
You double dipped too.
Yeah, I triple dipped actually because I got it on PS4, PS5. And I got the special edition Sackboy coming next week. Yeah, next week. So, but Godfall, they released a new trailer, which is really good. I definitely we'll watch that in a second. But they also released a plethora of information, right? So some of the things that they were highlighting in this article is PlayStation blog is they've talking about how you can prepare for missions and how there is going to be a section called the Seventh Sanctum, which is kind of like your staging area where you can choose your valor plates and choose which valor plate you think will be best suited for where you best suited for the mission that you're going on. You can also choose your loadouts. You can upgrade your upgrade loot at the forge. You can also organize your party and things like that. So that's what the Seventh Sanctum in, right? Then you also have the gear selection area here. And here in the gear selection area, obviously it's pretty standard where you'll see what weapons you have. You also can see your attributes and things of that nature. And also here you can
leave it right there, Persona, because this got my hype way more excited. Right? There's a certain abilities that does speak to your boy Jay Bari, man. And this part I definitely missed. But I want to highlight this because this is special for me. I'm being selfish, right? If you have like any shock or lightning ability, I'm already sold, right? Especially when it comes to character. But one thing I didn't see really, right? I asked the people at Godfall, I was like, "Yo, where's the ice ability?" And then somebody pointed out. Shout out to the person that pointed out. You see that right there to that beautiful bottom right area, Persona, where it says the ailment chance. Do you see that right there, Persona?
Bleed, ignite, chill, shock. Poison cure. Oh yeah, you hype. Oh yeah, you hype. You definitely hype.
Yo,
that's pretty dope.
Yo, bro. I can't wait. Dog. Let's go. You know I'm
That's
gonna
gonna
have
be
an
dope.
ice. I'm gonna have an ice and
Oh,
lightning
ice
build.
build. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a straight ice build.
I'm going for the
Oh,
D. I'm going for the D, damage over time build. So that bleed and poison is they're probably gonna be my build.
I
But
want to freeze dudes, lock them in animation, and go ham. That's what I want to do.
well, we can actually go a step further, right? So you have 8. So there's gonna be 8 distinct equipment slots, right? 2 weapons, 1 charm, 1 amulet, 2 rings, 1 life stone, and a banner.
I like
Right.
that. I like the 2 weapons.
Oh, I love the 2 weapons, bruh.
I like that. I like that, man.
I love it. And so
That means pretty much. So if you have like the dual blade, right? But I can also have like a great sword kind of setup as well. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And in terms of weapons, the key part of weapons is you can change up your play style, move sets, and damage type. You can quickly swap between any 2 weapons and equip new ones on the fly if you find something great in the field. When choosing weapons, you can see their detailed stats, special effects, and close-up look at the weapon itself. Right. So another thing too to kind of highlight here is life stones is, I think, excuse me, if anybody has played any type of game, I think we all can assume life stones is is a heal. I got the hiccups. Oh my god. And then banners. Now banners is probably the most impressive to me. Hold on, yo, Mario.
You get that thing out, bro. Get that thing out. Get that sneeze out, bro.
I had the hiccups and I had to drink some water. I don't know why I have the hiccups, but
Man, go.
so there's banners, right? So I think banners is probably the most, especially if you and I are teaming up or whatever, and we're doing like some co-op missions. I think banners is definitely going to be one of the most impressive things on within the game when it comes to teamwork, right? Because banners are AoE buffs that affect you and your co-op allies. These effects stacks with other banners, your allies drops, allowing your team to dominate the field, to choose the moment to truly dominate the battlefield. So meaning, if I throw down a banner that's doing healing or something like that, and you throw down a banner that's doing like a defense buff, we got heals and a defense buff, and we just go into town. Like the fact that you can stack the banners and things of that nature, I think is pretty impressive.
Yo, Persona, I need you to scroll up just for a little bit, man. I know I'm being a little selfish here, but just scroll up just a little bit.
Where
Look
to,
at that
which one?
blade. Look at that dual blade, bro.
Oh, dude.
Like, get over here and just damage. Yo, I can't wait, dog. I can't
wait. That dual blade does look really nice, and he's got like this green one, which I'm assuming it looks like that might be poison. Yeah. Because like when he threw it the first time, I saw a green number, so I'm assuming that's poison.
Look at the snatch. Snatch you up real quick. Look at the snatch. Yeah, scroll down a little bit. Yeah, right there. Yeah, look at that. And everybody gets a shield, no matter the weapon.
Yeah, everybody gets a shield.
Dodge.
Yeah. I like that.
Look at the snatch. Look at the snatch. I'm a little bit late. Look at the snatch. Get over here.
I like that. It's pretty impressive, man. I like it. I'm loving this too. I'm loving this two-handed, man. This two-handed great sword. This the name of the sword. The name of the sword is called Retribution. This gonna be my main sword right here, bro. This great sword.
That's secondary right there.
That great sword is definitely gonna be like my main weapon, bro. I'm gonna be destroying fools with this shit. But then I was and then obviously fighting bosses and things like that. There's gonna be different type of bosses obviously that you can fight, and as you reach the end of Tormentor's Asylum, you'll find a room housing the Therix, and this is from a specific mission, and this is the Therix here in this little clip that we're looking at. And the Therix obviously has a specific fighting style, and you have to approach him in a specific way. And they speak on
the laser.
Yeah, he side slide. And the weapons are the bosses, from what they're saying in this article, the bosses are going to be very different, like in terms of their play styles and things of that nature, right? And then last but not least, one of the things that I think is really important here is they spoke to the end game. They spoke when they say secret at launch, they spoke to what you can expect in the game. And obviously it's a full game with a full campaign with side missions called hunts that provide even more challenging versions of these bosses and others. And once you've seen your way through the main story, the end game challenges await you with Dreamstones and Tower of Trials, right? So Dreamstones, and because they did an interview, shout out to Arix Gaming. I don't know if you guys watch him or not, but Arix Gaming, he had the developers on his channel, and he did a deep dive interview, and they explained what Dreamstones are and what the Tower of Trials is. So Dreamstones are essentially, think of them as, if we were to put this in Destiny terms, think of them as alerts, right? As a strike, right? And so it's like a deep dive mini raid strike type of ordeal where you fight a super souped up version of a boss within the game. And before you get to the boss, there's going to be 3 mini bosses that you have to fight in order to get specific weapon types or specific armor types and things like that to defeat the boss, right? If you lose to one of those mini bosses, the game doesn't end, but it makes it that much harder when you're fighting the boss at the end, right? And they said that these are supposed to be extremely challenging, and there's 18 Dreamstones. The first 9 are what are going to be able to get you to level 50, which is the level cap, and then the next 9 are going to be like the super duper challenging ones that's really going to take teamwork and precision in order to complete them. Then with the Tower of Trials, the Tower of Trials is an endless survival mode where you can get the best armor. You go up endless floors fighting enemies after enemies, and it's endless. There is no cap to how long you can be in there and how many levels to get to the highest level. It's infinite. So in this mode is where you can obtain the best weapons, the best armor and gear, but the enemies in this mode are definitely going to be extremely challenging and require you to really be on point in order to get through the floors.
Let's go.
And so that is the end game, that at least what they've mentioned so far in terms of Tower of Trials and Dreamstones. I'm excited. So yeah, it's a lot of information.
But they also said that right from the beginning with the game launch that this is a complete package game. It's not like, oh, we're gonna ship a game and then we're gonna sell you the rest of the game later. You're getting a full campaign story with side quests and all that stuff. The looting is not like a grind fest outside of the end game stuff where you have the unlimited mode with the tower and stuff like that. But you know what I mean, it's a comparable game here. You know what I mean? It's not like those games nowadays where you gotta do 200 hours just to get a certain armor or whatever like that, man. So I can't wait for this, man. I just can't see how anybody they say this game looks mid or it looks bad. It doesn't look bad at all. Right from the jump, it doesn't look bad at all. I don't understand that, but this is definitely one of those games that's going to have people playing for months upon months. Yeah, I can't wait to play.
They got 2 expansions. They got expansions and stuff like that lined up as well. So
it's definitely going to be one of my streaming games here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. This game here, and it's funny. I've been asking. Speaking of streaming, I've been asking people that have the PlayStation 5, can you stream in 4K to YouTube and Twitch? No one has answered me yet.
That's the only thing that I don't think they can answer that yet, because they speak on the capture and the share button. I mean the capture button, the create button, but they haven't really spoke about what's the stream quality yet. They haven't said anything.
Because you can send videos and pictures and all that 4K. So I'm like, can't we stream in 4K? I mean, my internet can handle it. So I'm like,
watch it be like 1080p 60 you can stream to.
Well, we can do that now. Like if it's 14, even if they did a 1440p 60, I'm fine with that. But give me something. You get what I mean? But in terms of Godfall, again, this is a game that I've been hyped for this game since they showed it off. Since we've seen the first bit of gameplay.
There you go, the banner right there.
Yeah. And then when it comes to the news, like, with this news dump, I can't wait. I mean, listen, Thursday, guys. Like, we are almost there. Thursday. I can't wait. Like, I don't know much more I can say about this game because, like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I really mean it. This game is impressive. It looks beautiful. It looks fun as hell. First off, I love hack and slash games. I love Muso games. I love hack and slash games. So this is already up my alley in that aspect. I love looter shooters. This is already up my alley, right?
Maybe some
I love
air.
I love RPGs, and the RPG elements here. It checks off all the boxes for me as a gamer, and as someone that loves a bunch of different genres that's really being utilized in this game.
Yo,
It's a
the
day one.
slide. Yo, listen, I love all the things that you said as well. But one thing I love in video games is when developers take the time and care to create beautiful animations. And this is the animations I'm looking at in this game is looks A1, bruh.
That's a
And
fact, though.
those stuff right there, it gets me, man. It gets me. I look at all those little intricate stuff, animation, how you swing your sword, how you're sliding, how you're guarding. What's the hit sparks or what's the hit animation on the enemy? What's the hit animation when you get hit? I look at all that stuff, man. When I'm watching these trailers for this game, man, I see all of that, bro, and it does look amazing, man. It's amazing.
No, I agree 100%, man. You know,
Y'all can play the politic games because it's tied to Gearbox and all that stuff. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. The game looks
the
good.
game looks great. Like I'm not buying this game. Like, if someone is expecting that, you can hold the L graciously because it's just not happening.
Look at the animations, bro. Look at this.
Fire.
Yo, son. Look at that side step. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait, man.
Fire. But yo, let's move on. Yo, man, this is a heavy PS News week, guys. It's a heavy news week. I told y'all, get y'all drinks.
We even get to the
Juicy. We about to get to some of the juicy details now. Listen, Demon Souls. Did they release Demon Souls? Did they release some good news this week? So we got our first look at the Demon Souls character creator and photo mode. This is another game that I'm like really, really excited to play. And I never played Demon Souls on PS3. So pretty much they let us know like what you can do with the character creation, and they pretty much are saying that there are 16 million permutations within this character creator. Also, they are saying that they have gone above and beyond to provide an extremely in-depth character creation for this Demon Souls games. They also said that if you're familiar, for those that are familiar with the Demon Souls character creation from PlayStation 3, you can definitely expect to see that stuff here within the PlayStation 5 as well. Within the PlayStation 5 version. But what they also said that they did is that they built upon that to provide a much more fleshed out character creation experience that can be enjoyed with everyone. And they also mentioned that there's going to be a very in-depth photo mode where a lot of the filters within the photo mode can actually be utilized within the actual game as well. So they're not just confined to the photo mode, they also are within the game. And we can look at some of these photo mode screenshots here because they look beautiful as hell.
And we know y'all cheaters. That is the best players in the world. You know, the backseat gamers out there. We know y'all cheaters is going to be cheating using the photo mode to pause the boss fights and stuff, which I'm going to be doing as well. But you know, because there's definitely some shots that you want to take, especially when you're striking a boss and you want to take that picture real quick. So I get the pause. Well, I know people's going to use it for the advantage as far as, okay, let me take a little breather right here.
Big
and then go ahead.
Big facts. And then obviously this is the character creation here, and man, they got the black hair proper here, bruh.
The braids, right?
The dreads. Yeah, these are dreads. Man, does the hair look beautiful, man? I cannot lie. The skin looks crazy, bro.
Blue Point is on point, man. No pun intended.
They need to grab them up, man. But this is an example of the character creation. So Bari, man, give me your thoughts, man. What's how you feeling about this?
I'm excited. Like initially when I played Demon Soul on PS3, you know, that was a time where I wasn't really understanding what was going on in the game. You know what I mean? And I was going right back into my Call of Duties and stuff like that. But I did play the game, did purchase the game back on PS3. You know, but now understanding how Souls game work and, you know, just being a little bit more, I guess, wiser when it comes to their games. Yeah. Going back into this, I know for sure I'm gonna tackle this game right here, man. I can't wait. So I'm excited for it. Definitely going to see what it's hitting for. Going to get as far as I can. Most likely, I'm going to beat it as well.
But yeah, for the platinum or not?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going for a plan. We'll definitely see. Even what you call it, because a lot of people can like invade your world and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there's
But I
times
think you
where
could
I'm
turn
just
that
like,
stuff off though.
I don't remember if you can in Demon Souls. Most likely you probably can, but that's probably going to be the biggest hindrance. It's not the fact that you're fighting against other people. It's just like, damn, I got to stop what I'm doing because some dumbass invaded my world. But that's part of the game. You know what I mean? So I get that. But yeah, the game looks amazing. Watching the state of play this morning, it just further sells you on the game because it looks beautiful. That like speaking about with Godfall, like I said, animations. I love the animations, man, and they added a lot of new animations in this game. They showed off some of that stuff, especially with the dagger, with the regular sword. The backstabs is still in there.
Mm.
Everything that that you typically would want in a Demon Souls game is still in here, but they put a little nuance, little 2020 touches on there as well. So I'm excited for it, man. It looks great.
How can you
Can't
not
wait to
look
play.
at this character creation and be amazed, man? Look at the
Yeah,
dude's
that's
skin,
that's
bro.
that's
This shit is amazing.
that's one of the things I never liked about Firm Software stuff is the character creator. Like Bloodborne had a bad one. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, they all look wonky and it's like, damn, these people look depressed, man. Like I can't create like a I mean, not saying that these guys don't look depressed, but it's just a much better looking quality
It's better looking depressed.
yeah, better looking depressed. Like
I
I'm
got
about to
you.
go through some shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
I got you. I agree though. For me, I'm a new Demon Souls player. I played Dark Souls 2. I played Dark Souls 3. I didn't beat those games. I'm not really a Souls player. I played Bloodborne. I got halfway through the game. I got to the spider boss where she's at the church and you got to get through and go through the basement. I got stuck there and I'm like, okay.
You talking about the boss we got to jump off from the castle into like the void to fight. What was the spider boss name again? I
No,
forgot the
it's the part where when you get to the church, you it's these long stairs you have to go down, and on the front of the church there's this big spider there, and you have to go through go through like the building, and then you go down, and it's like this cellar.
Oh, you talk. It's not a spider. You talking about Agala? What's it called Agalamata or something like that? It's a
Yeah, I
it's a
forgot her name.
tall ass boss, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yo, she easy, bro.
Nah, I'm not at that boss though. Getting to her is what like I kept messing up because I didn't have no souls in my life and everything was too low and I had no what's the name. So I had the farm right there, but I was like, screw this, man. I was like, screw this. I mean,
Hey, man,
I may go back to Bloodborne because I do want to beat the game.
I
And
thought you was talking about the spider boss that hatches a little spiders that come
well,
at you. Little,
she looks like a spider
yeah,
on
she's
the
tall.
cathedral. Yeah, she
Yeah,
she
I
looked
know.
like a spider to me. But that's where I'm at. So like, I'm not really the biggest Souls player like a lot of other people. I played through Sekiro. I got through a large portion of that. I didn't finish that either. I don't finish Souls games for some reason, man. Like I don't know. I lose interest.
I ain't finished Dark Souls 3. You know what I mean? Yo, and the funny thing with Dark Souls 3, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I beat the first boss and I was like, I'm done. Yo, Rom, yo, I hate Rom, yo. I hate that boss fight, bro. Really and truly.
Yeah. So, but with
I
Demon
hate
Souls, I'm definitely gonna play it. Like it looks great. I'll definitely give it a try. And even with like these Souls games, I'll give them another try. I think for me, I just have to remember that I need to play more methodical.
you know what I say, man.
Mm.
You
Ring
can ring my
my I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it. Low key, I do want to get the platinum in Bloodborne too. I think that's one game I would like to
Yo,
get the platinum
I'm one
in.
trophy away, and the only reason why I didn't have it because, yo, this is a Marvin episode right here, man. So me and Marvin, we was playing the game, but like it's, he passed away, so I never really picked it up again after that because we was doing the Child's Dungeons together. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I ain't trying to play no Bloodborne right now, and I only need one more trophy, the planet. That's to fight the queen chick. But if you're trying to get on it, just let me know, man. We run through because you have to run through all the challenges, so you need to get all the materials and all that stuff. I remember
Yeah.
where they at, so it's pretty. pretty much be easy.
Well, I still got to beat the game too and do all the side bosses and shit. So that might be a PS5 thing. You feel me? That might be a...
we're gonna actually talk about Bloodborne again when we talk about PS5. So
yeah. But we chugging through the news, guys. Don't worry. So another thing, announcement. For those that are looking to buy a PlayStation 5, listen and listen well. Hear me and hear me well. Open your ears. Open your ears. This is a PSA, guys. If you're looking to buy a PlayStation 5 at launch, do not go to stores to camp out. PlayStation has explicitly said that all launch day sales of PlayStation 5 will be online only this year. And obviously the reason for this has to do with, the pandemic, things that are going on. They don't want large crowds waiting outside of stores and things like that, trying to get a PlayStation 5. So all the retailers, GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, and this is not for people that pre-ordered, right? If you pre-ordered your PlayStation 5 at like GameStop or wherever, you can go in and get your console. This is only for people that have not gotten a console yet and they're looking to buy a PlayStation 5. There will be PlayStation 5s made available for people who could not pre-order one. There will be PlayStation 5s made available for you to buy one. It's only going to be online. And Walmart has already released a time schedule of when you can expect to be able to buy a PlayStation 5 online with their on their website, right? So I'm just looking for it real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you tell people, PlayStation put out this article, letting people know like you won't be able to go in store and pick up a PlayStation 5. You have to do it online. There's going to be people that I feel like this is the best way that they can put the information out, but it's still not good enough because there's people that just don't read the blog. They're not on Twitter like that, but they're still excited. Yeah, they see the PS5 commercials and they see the November 12th. They're gonna run to the store.
Yeah,
and they're gonna find out the hardware, the hardware. Find out the hardware.
The hardware. Walmart has already put out their tweet. They put this out November 5th, and they essentially said, the day you've all been waiting for is almost here. The PlayStation 5 is coming November 12th for online orders only. If you missed out on pre-orders, you'll have 4 chances to order throughout the day. 12 Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. Eastern on Walmart's website. So again, if you're looking to buy a PlayStation 5, if you missed out on pre-orders or anything like that, you have 4 chances to pre-order a PlayStation 5 on Walmart's website.
So this is good to hear, right? But will those people get their PS5 day one?
Nah. No. The sales, the store orders start on November 12th. So if you if you order it on November 12th from one of those 4 time slot days, times,
those time slots is for November. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be on November 12th. On the launch of the PlayStation 5, Walmart.com at 12 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. Eastern are going to have different batches of PS5s available for you to buy on the website to be delivered to your house.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get it quick as possible, you're going to have to get that shipping. You're going to pay for that quicker shipping. So just make sure you guys are ready for that. If you just get the basic shipping, you might not get it to the next weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Get that day 2 or day 1 shipping, guys. Spend a little bread so you can be in the conversation. You can be in the hype of that PlayStation 5.
Big facts, though. You trying to be a part of the hype.
Get it though. Hopefully everybody get that.
Yeah. This is just something I wanted to talk about real quick. Is Spider-Man with the Timbs, bruh. Just real quick, man. This is the outfit that you can expect. This is the Spider-Man outfit in Miles Morales with him with the Timbs. And my God, Insomniac, y'all are y'all closing in on the top three developers for me, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You was top 5, you closing in on top 3, man.
They putting in work, man.
They
doing a yo. Listen, I know everybody talk about Spider-Man, their favorite superhero, but when I tell you this, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. That's no
Yes.
cap. That's real talk.
Big facts.
And the things that they are doing, the work that the detail, the work that they're putting in with Spider-Man, off of just making their own original story. So it's A1, man. It's A1, bro.
I agree.
Yo, doing a great job, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. I just wanted to show off that suit real quick because I just love that. I love that suit so much. When I seen it, I was hyped. I showed it. You didn't see it?
I saw a little glimpse of Miles, and then you just left. Maybe I was late to clicking back onto the. Did y'all see? Oh, there you go. Let's go.
Yo, man, it looks great to me. This looks phenomenal, man. The Timbs is on point. You feel me? The Timbs is on point. Big facts. Big facts.
And he all the way laced up though.
Oh, he laced up, man, with the red, white, and black.
Fight crime, so he gotta lace them up all the way. So
with the Yuttas, not the Yuttas. All right, moving on. So real quick, Sony confirms that PlayStation 5 won't support SSD storage expansion at launch. This was something that I was hoping that they would, but Bari did remind me that Sony did say during Road to PlayStation back in May that they would not wait for them to come out with the list of the types of expandable storage that you can buy that will work with the PlayStation 5. And when we say expandable storage, we're talking about the memory sticks that you can put internally into the console that will work as an addition to the already established memory solution that's in the console. So instead of it being a separate memory sector, when you connect whatever memory they say works, it's just going to add on to what's already existing. Right.
Yeah.
So, just a heads up, because, I was one of those, I almost fell into the trap. Shout out to Bari, man. He was like, look, man, nah. Then I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, you're right.
You was about to buy that Western Digital joint.
I'm glad I waited.
I say, yo, bro, you about to drop 300 and change, and they ain't even tell you that, yo, you can get this.
You're right. You're right.
And a lot of people did forget that Mark Cerny did say, he said they're wishing that it will be ready at launch, but he said he doubted. You might have to wait a little bit longer and wait for our official licensing when we come out to tell you which ones you can get. You know what I mean? These articles that were pushing, oh, this is compatible with a PS5. They were just pushing that so they can bump the sales for their Samsungs and the Western Digital.
Yeah.
But people buying these joints ready for a PS5, and it's a possibility they ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll save that when we get to the PS5, overall talk, because I got my gripes for the overall PS5 design as far as when it comes to memory and all that stuff, but I'll save that later.
Yeah. Another thing, man, y'all about to start getting exposed out here. If you thought trophies was the only place that some of y'all was going to be getting exposed out here, also playtime. So one of the things that PlayStation that it has been released this week in terms of PlayStation and what you can expect with the UI and things like that is playtime. So now on the PlayStation 5, you will be able to see your friends, depending on who it is, you'll be able to see how many hours you've put into a game. And it's not, and the good thing about this is it's instantaneous, right? So if you start a new game and you put 4 hours into the game off rip, when you go to look at the time played, it's going to say 4 hours. Or it's going to say 4.5 hours, or how many, whatever, right? It's very specific as to how much time you've put into the game, and it's instantaneous. Bari, how you feel about this?
I love it. Listen, I know we get to the whole exposure thing, but it's just cool to track your time. I like that Nintendo does it.
Yes.
Xbox does it. PlayStation, they did it, but it was in game. Yeah. But in a system level, I think that's really, really great. Yes. You know what I mean? I like to look at stats and stuff like that.
I love this.
But going into the exposure, I know you guys want to talk about the people, getting exposed as far as not playing the games. Like, oh, they only got 2 hours, an hour in the game. I'm not talking about that type of exposure. The exposure I want to see is the motherfuckers that got 100 hours total in the game, but their trophy level is at 2%. Those are the dudes that I want to expose, because you out here looking in the menu, sitting in that menu, trying to pad hours for the trophy. those are the people I want to expose, man. You know what I mean? Because we know it's coming. There's gonna be people that's gonna be like, look, I got 50 hours in the game. And then they got a 1% trophy. Like, yo, did you play the game? Are you sitting in the menu? You know what I mean? Those are the people that I'm looking forward to exposing. But this is just a great feature overall, man.
I can't wait to see like the time I have in games and stuff like that, because this it's not Bari. It's not only going to work on PlayStation 5. It's also going to work on all your PlayStation 4 games that you've previously played. So when you boot up your PlayStation 5 and look through recently played list, you are going to be able to see the times that you've put into PlayStation 4 games during the course of this generation as well, which is exciting, because for everyone that said that they beat Last of Us in 10 hours and all this, I cannot wait. Yeah. Show me the time. Show me the time. I want to see the time.
Why I gotta show you my time?
I want to see my Avengers time.
We all assuming what we got, but I'm pretty sure we got probably like over 200 hours in that game.
I put at least 150 something hours in that game, man. I'm not gonna say 200, but maybe like 150, 160. I put a lot of time into that game.
It feels like over 200 after that. Those last two trophies, bro.
Yes.
Listen, if you're doing that 50 harm room and you're doing it like the proper way, oh my god, you are definitely gonna be in there for 200 hours. So that's the fact.
Those harm rooms. 50 harm rooms. Oh, 50, no, hive, not harm, hive. Them 50 hive missions.
50 cash, if you wasn't doing it a certain way, or say you was doing it, you just, playing the game and playing the, games and getting the cash boxes. If you weren't doing this the way, how I started doing it, me and Persona do it, where we got to a certain level, open the cash, restart the checkpoint. If you wasn't doing it like that, or you was doing this regular playing the game, you definitely got.
You was doing it wrong, bro. Oh yeah, you was doing it wrong. And if you were trying to do all the hive missions to get to 50, you definitely. Listen, I had it down to a science. Bari, peep this. After like 20 something hive missions, when we kept doing that same one, I was skipping. I knew which areas to skip. I knew which enemies to fight and how to fight, bro. I was finishing that hive in like no bullshit, like 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Yep. I was running through that, man. I was running through that.
From the floor, you ain't gotta fight nobody. That's good.
Oh yeah, big facts. One last thing. This week also PlayStation, they put up some really nice new PlayStation 5 videos showing off certain OS features. So some of these features that you can see is obviously recommended settings, using your account, transfer files of the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, this is probably like the most important one. Because one of the things that was a big issue this generation is, am I going to be able to transfer my PS4 saves to PS5? Even though there's cloud saves and all this other stuff, right? All this other stuff that's in the game.
You buy it. It's right in the box. Yo, that's the funny thing. Remember them unboxings?
Yeah.
And people was like, how do I transfer my save? And it was right there on the box. It let you know how you can transfer your stuff.
And again, if you also had the cloud saves with PS Plus, all you have to do is just boot up everything on the PlayStation 5. Just boot up and go to your cloud saves and everything's there, right? So they released those dope videos. We're not going to watch none of these videos. I just wanted to put this out there. If you go to the PlayStation support channel, you'll be able to see all the videos.
That's my issue with PlayStation, man. That's my issue with PlayStation. They got all these freaking branches and causes disconnect because not a lot of people is subscribed or watching the PlayStation support channel. You should have put those videos on the blog, on your official Twitter, and have it in sync with everything.
Yeah,
heck, those videos should be, I'm not gonna say loaded, but you can probably have like a thing where you can click here to learn this, and it will take you to the link or something like, here's how you do this on the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's this disconnect. I got to go to the PlayStation support, which understandably, but they didn't put this in a blog article or anything. You know what I mean? And it's going to cause confusion, regardless of how simple and how great the videos were. The fact that you had them, all over the place in different aspects of PlayStation, people's going to be confused. They're going to be like, "Oh my, I didn't know how to do that. Why do I have to go here? Why you couldn't just put it here?" And they definitely need to get that together sometime.
Yeah, no, I agree. So guys, that was a lot of news. Oh my god, I was speeding it up at the end because I'm like, look, this is a lot of news. So that is the news portion. Now we're gonna get into these topics because these are two topics that I definitely I put some thought into these, right? And huh?
They put some thought.
I put some thought into these, and this is, when you when you really think about it, this is our last podcast in the PlayStation 4 generation. When we have our next show, which isn't next Saturday, by the way, it's the week after. Listen, PlayStation 5. When we have our next show, which is episode 16, that show is going to be the first show in a new generation, right? So what I wanted to do for this show is I wanted to it's two questions, and we'll start with the first question. I want us to just kind of go down memory lane a little bit, Bari, talk a little.
Before you start, Persona, you skipped like the biggest news that happened this week.
No, I didn't. What news?
Yeah, you did.
What was that?
PlayStation 5 reviews.
Oh, I thought we were gonna put that into the topics.
Oh, I didn't see it in the top. I saw the question. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. My bad, Persona. I'm sorry.
I mean, we can start with PlayStation 5 reviews. What's your thoughts? Give me your thoughts. I'll let you lead on that one.
Listen, you can't deny greatness. What have we been saying for the last 6, 8, 9, 10 months? PlayStation is a true next generational leap. For console gamers. And I mean, this is a new, innovative experience that you're going to be getting with this console. It's not just going to be this little slight update here, slight update here. You're going to get a different aspect on how you play your games on PlayStation 5. Yeah. And those are the things that I personally look forward to when buying a new console. You know what I mean? How the new controller is going to do, certain things the new controller is going to do. What the new what are you going to offer me more than just graphics and frame rates? Yeah. You know what I mean? PlayStation is putting that into the sound. They're putting that into the rumble features. Yeah, the rumble features have always been there, but now you're renewing, or you're creating a new experience from something that we are already familiar with. Yeah. The haptic feedback, the resistive triggers and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? So reading some of the reviews and watching some of the reviews, I'm not surprised. Some of them I'm surprised where, they saying that the PlayStation is the best console launch lineup for the PlayStation 5, but they still very harsh on the launch lineup due to the fact that, it's PS4 games as well. Yeah, it's just a contradiction in my opinion. Yeah, I get the cross-generational stuff, but you can't claim something to be the best launch lineup.
It's still a launch lineup, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It still is a launch lineup because all of these games are being made available at the launch of the PlayStation 5. That's what a launch lineup is.
And when you look at these reviews like Miles Morales, a lot of people saying, especially Digital Foundry, the game is built for PlayStation 5.
And it's not just it's not just a DLC. It's a 12-hour story and a 15-hour side missions and collectibles. Exactly. So all in all, we're getting about a 30-hour game. And that's just Miles Morales. And it's the entirety of New York City.
And the thing is, one thing I want to point out, and I'm going to try not to sound like a fanboy here, even though it's going to come off as a fanboy, is that I see the agenda some of the media sites are pushing when it comes to PlayStation 5 reviews. It's like one website, I'm not going to name it, they reviewed the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. They listed at the same score. The PlayStation 5, though, they listed the games as a huge benefit. You're getting new experiences. Great launch lineup. But how you list it as the same score as a gaming console that you bash for not having a good launch lineup or games to really benchmark the console? How you still reviewing the same level? That's to me, that tells me that there's an agenda that you're giving this console like a pity score, like, oh, you're getting an 8 because want everybody to feel good and happy. That's a great score.
Yeah.
But then the console that does the same things that the other one can do outside of
But
a
better.
few things like quick resume,
Mm.
but it has the games. You scored it the same way, the same score. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I think.
overall, the reviews were great.
Yeah.
I'm not. I really truly. It didn't matter what the reviews were, but it's a cool thing to see sometimes when people have general excitement when they pick up the DualSense and they play an Astrobot, a built-in game that everybody gets to the PlayStation 5, and they're like, "Yo, this is like one of the best experiences I ever played."
And it shows off all of the features of the DualSense in that
Exactly.
game. No, seeing a lot of the reviews, a lot of them were really positive. And disclaimer: I don't care about reviews, right? They don't. Well, let me say this: reviews do not dictate the purchases that I make when it comes to gaming, right? But I did see the reviews, and there were a lot of positive reviews, a lot of positive takes and things like that, which honestly is to be expected. I'm not surprised, just because looking at the PlayStation 5, when you look at what the PlayStation 5 does, when you look at what it offers, when you look at what it's trying to do when it comes to gaming, for me personally, I see what PlayStation 5 is trying to do as trying to push gaming forward, right? And when I say push gaming forward, I don't mean just resolution and frames. And I think that's what people... I think when it comes to some people, when when someone hears that type of phrase, right? And again, I don't want to sound like a fanboy, but whenever you hear somebody say, "Oh, PlayStation's pushing gaming forward," they immediately go to PC, and they say, "Oh, well, PC, I'm playing at 240 frames and I'm doing this and XYZ," right? But when I say pushing gaming forward, I'm speaking to how games are created, right? This is what I'm talking about. Go back to the Unreal Engine 5 reveal. Ask yourself, why wasn't this shown on PC? Why use a PlayStation? Look at how the developers are developing these games.
Yo, look at this statement right here, Persona. WCCF Tech. PlayStation 5 is the console that feels like a true step into next generation with the combination of SSD, audio, and controller trinity. Rating 9 out of 10. Hardware review by WCCF Tech team. And I mean, and you just spent your 500, your 1,000, your 1,500 on 6-7 consoles. When you're seeing a lot of those things is being projected out there in the internet, you feel good. But overall, your justification of your purchase is going to be your personal experience, right?
Of course.
But you can't deny that, some of that stuff sometimes is like, yo, it feels good that, okay, my purchase is good. Really and truly, you don't care if people's, enjoying it. If your enjoyment is what matters.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see, because nobody really could slander the console. I've seen a lot of reviews where they tried their best. Like, oh, it's big. Okay.
On, no one cares. No one cares about that.
I'm out here playing Spider-Man. I'm out here playing Demon Souls. The controller is great. You can't knock it, bro. You can't knock it.
Plus, when you look at 2021, it's a lot of games coming too. Right?
Yo, listen, guys, PlayStation Nation, bro. I understand a lot of people can get a PS5 day one, but 2021, if January 31st hit, and you guys are talking about, yo, I still can't get it. Yo, I don't want to hear that, bro. Go get you a damn PlayStation 5, because 2021, you don't want to miss out on this console. There's a lot of games.
Yes, a lot of good games. But the reviews and things like that were great, right? A lot of positivity and things like that. But again, when I look at PlayStation, when I look at what PlayStation's doing with their console, I really do think that they're trying to push gaming forward. And when I say push gaming forward, I mean game development, how games are created, how we experience games, right? How we as gamers interact with games, right? Getting more people into gaming, right? With the, you know, when you look at the UI, you look at the activities, you look at the picture-to-picture, you look at all these different things that PlayStation's trying to do. You know, they increase, because it's not just a next generation with the console, it's also next generation interaction, next generation app, next generation controller, next gen sound. It's a culmination of different things, right? Just look at the app and the UI and that how that's integrated, and how now you can delete games while not being at your PlayStation, download games, turn on the console, and a lot of stuff you could do on PlayStation 4 as well in terms of remote downloads and things like that. But now it's more streamlined, it's more intuitive, it's more interactive. When you look at a lot of what you can do with the console itself when it comes to gaming, again, if you're someone that's not as great at games, don't worry, PlayStation has you covered with the picture-to-picture, right? Where there's going to be different help guides and things like that to help you with boss fights and games and things like that. Listen, things like that gets more people that aren't as great at games. Because let's be honest, the hardcore community is the minority community, right? There's a lot of casual gamers out there. There's a lot of people that are, first-time gamers, not really knowing how to do it, all this other stuff. PlayStation understands that. We have a console for you. It's called the PlayStation 5, where we'll handhold you from beginning to end in the game, right? You've got the activities to keep the game engaging, but also to make trophy hunting even more fun and engaging. You get what I'm saying? When you take a step back and really look at the experiences that PlayStation is going to be bringing us next Thursday, this really, within this generation, this really is a step forward in more ways than one. Yes, the games are going to look much better. Now, 60 frames per second is a standard now. Thank God, right? Like, we're all happy about that. 60 frames per second is a standard. But now, social interactions and the other things that come with the game, because gaming's still the most important. Gaming's still the core. But the other things that come along with that center around gaming itself. And again, I'm talking about the social interactions and everything like that. All of that surrounds gaming is also important as well. And PlayStation has done a good job of building upon that. So, with that said, I'll see you on PS5.
See you on Thursday.
One more topic, Bari, before we get up out of here. So again, this question is definitely something that I really wanted us to talk about. Funny enough, quick story. I met Bari this gen right at the very beginning of the gen, and man, he's become a great friend. This guy is a really good friend. I look at him as I look at him as family now. Right, we know each other for like 8 years now. It's my boy. We've met multiple times. We've done friend outings. I've met a ton of his other friends and things like that. He's met my friends. Like, we fam now, no homo.
My brother from another mother,
Big
man.
Facts. All right, so this question I want to ask you, man. Now that we are at the end of this generation, what is your greatest memory this gen?
Yo, don't forget the fights and arguments as well.
You talking about during the wild Persona days? I chill.
I just want to know, like, yo, bro.
Yo, listen, the council days. I promise, those were some great times.
So I want to know too. When I talk to Persona, I don't have to hold back because he's from New York. You know what I mean? So I can come at him. You know what I mean? Like, not aggressive, but I can just be like, yo, my man, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah. Yo, man, listen, the Bang Bang GBG days, I'm telling you, the beginning, like from 2014 to like 2016, man, those were legendary times, bro. Good and bad. There was some good, but there was good and there was a lot of bad too. There was good and bad. Shout out to the council.
Your question, yeah, that's one of those moments. You know what I mean, or those times.
Yeah.
But as far as gaming, right? You said the best like gaming experience.
Gaming memories and things like that. Yeah, within this generation.
I can list off a few. One of them was definitely when I played Resogun and got that platinum.
Okay.
Like I remember being in the party chat, and we had to do the co-op missions, and everybody was like together playing that game, and that was a great moment. Playing that and getting that platinum. The first time playing and finishing Child of Light, yo, I was like, yo, this game was so different as far as just how the dialogue is. Everything rhymes. It was like poetry in motion, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that game, I love that game to death, man. It was a great RPG, action RPG type game too, man. It was an amazing game, man. So that right there. The first time I beat Bloodborne, when I defeated Garmin, the hunter, the old hunter,
Yeah.
and I remember being in the party chat there, and I went quiet. And everybody was like, "What the hell's Bar?" And I was fighting this dude, and I have that video saved too on my channel. And yo, when I beat him, I was like, "Yeah!" I was celebrating. I was celebrating for like a good hour, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
sitting down, like, yo, Bloodborne. I was like, that was the first time I beat it. I
Yeah.
obviously got the other end as well, but the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time beating that, I was just like, yo, I beat a Souls game. And I was like, yo, this jump felt good. Yeah, I remember one of my classic quotes I always say is like, yo, I can't breathe. I can breathe, yeah, but I just be excited, like, yo, I can't breathe. I beat this game, bro. I
Yo,
was like,
Chuck
yo,
brought up a good one, and I think this is probably one of my greatest memories too. The start of the online arcade.
oh, yeah, that's that.
That's
that
probably for me. That's probably like top three. One of my greatest
yo,
moments being a part of that. Man, I ain't gonna lie.
absolutely, man. The people that we have met,
Yeah,
uh, just the fact that we pulled off something like that this gen when it comes to fighting games, it's a marvel in itself, man. Because a lot of people that is like big time, that's more known within the fighting game community. They're trying to replicate what we're doing now, especially now. But and it's just like, yo, we did that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And that's just crazy, man. Meeting a lot of pro fighters, fighting against them, hitting them up like, yo, you want to run a set? It's like, yeah, we down.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, man. So yeah, I'll definitely have that like one of my greatest moments as well, man, because it got me to play more fighting games as well, like games like Nitro Plus Blasters and what
Which
was
is
the
a
other
great
game?
fighting game, by the way. Chaos Code, Nitro Plus Blasters, all of it.
That's another one right there. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, these games are great, man. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully people can give them a try more when it comes to PlayStation 5. But
I met a
yeah,
lot
that
of
was
cool people within like the community too, man. Like not just the pros, but like really cool just fighting game fans and things like that.
yeah,
And like
yeah,
doing the giveaways and the prize spots and just that was such a positive. I think the online arcade was just such a positive experience, man. Like it was real positive because it was just fighting games and just jokes and just chilling,
they
and
had a few headaches here and there as far as people not reading or listening
oh,
to the
checking in, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, for sure. But I think the experience itself was still something that like
overall. Yeah,
the experience is definitely especially like seeing like the perfects and seeing the comebacks and the top eights. Yo, it's just magical, man. Like yo, there have been some real magical moments on the online arcade, man. Like real talk, real talk,
100%, man.
real talk.
Another one that was like a magical moment for me, man. As a big Final Fantasy fan and playing World of Final Fantasy,
Hmm.
yo, bro, I kid you not, man. I almost teared up playing that game, especially beating that game, yo.
Yeah,
Like I don't tear up games, man, but I legit almost teared up in that game, yo. That's no cap either, man, yo. That game hit home with me, man. As far as it's like being a fan service of Final Fantasy, but
yeah,
also having Lon and Rain like legit being like one of my favorite or two of my favorite characters this generation. Like
yeah, yeah,
amazing characters, man. And obviously, the PlayStation exclusives, but we spoken about the PlayStation exclusives a lot. So, I'm not going to mention them all, but one of them I would definitely highlight before I pass it over is a Spider-Man. Yo, Spider-Man, yo, first time playing that game, bruh. Yo, I was just in awe, man. Having that, yo, I remember when it comes to a lot of the PlayStation exclusives, matter of fact, especially when we still like party chatting heavy.
yeah,
I remember, bro, you guys would have heard from me in like a couple of days to a week. because that's how in drenched I wanted to be in those exclusive games, man. And Spider-Man was definitely, one of those games where I was just like, yo, this is amazing, man. This is amazing right here, man. And then playing God of War, I was a little hesitant at first playing God of War because I was like, yo, it's a big change. But when you first start to boot up God of War and you hacking down that tree and you got your headphones on.
You took one of mine, yeah, God of War. Yeah,
your headphones on, Persona, bro, and you hacking that. Yeah. And then the first boss fight, I was like, yo. Yeah. Corey Barrog, man, you guys.
Yeah, when it comes to for me, God of War is definitely one of my greatest, like one of my favorite moments, greatest memories in gaming, man. Because playing that game, I'm a huge God of War fan, and playing that game was just so great, and like seeing Kratos grow from what he was to what he is now, and seeing him become like a father, like understanding how to be a father and how to navigate this world and protect his son and maintain his composure and stuff like that, man. Like, yo, that really hit deep, man. And that game was just amazing. And then another great memory for me is, and it's an unboxing that I did on my channel for my very first collector's edition on PS4, which was the Order 1886.
Oh yeah, and that's another game right there. It was a great memory.
When I got that collector's edition, I was so excited. I still got the statue and all that stuff over. It's in my closet and everything. But when I got that collector's edition, I got the statue and everything. I did an unboxing for that on my channel, and I was just really excited to play that game, and like I was just super excited. And then Infamous Second Son, man. I am a huge Infamous fan. I'm a big Infamous fan. So with Infamous Second Son, I bought the special edition of that too. That came with his hat and the patches and everything. I got all that stuff sitting in my closet. Yeah, with the buttons and all that. Buttons, the patch, the hat. I got all of it. Infamous Second Son, man, is just such an amazing game, man. I really enjoyed that game at the beginning of this generation, and it was just really, really fun. And I think one of the other greatest memories for me is this is kind of a controversial memory, but it's still great because it shut a lot of people up. When PlayStation came, when PlayStation, remember the E3 where PlayStation had like the red velvet curtain and the orchestra for God of War, because they showed. Yeah, 2016, I think that was. They showed God of War, they showed Spider-Man, they showed Days Gone. They showed like so many great games. And I was just like in awe. I was like, yo, this is elegant PlayStation elegant. And the last one is like the sparse. Remember when people were saying that PlayStation was sparse? And now
the first party.
Yeah, first party was sparse, and we were putting out a lot. And they were putting out a lot. And I got so many more. I mean, I
got two big ones. Going to PlayStation experience.
Yeah, that's right. Yo, that was fun.
The fact that we met up and all that stuff, that was really great. You know what I mean? But yo, when we met up, we already was like cool. It was like no awkwardness. You know what I mean? Cause we used to talk to each other like shit, like
every day.
Damn time.
Yeah.
So yo, PlayStation experience, when we already met up, it was just already natural, you know what I mean? So nobody was awkward, nobody was weird. It was cool, man.
Yeah.
And just getting to play those games and then seeing Final Fantasy VII remake, that trailer, even though different developer now and all that. And that came out, I was just like, yo, man, I can't wait, man. And then actually getting to play Final Fantasy VII remake, bruh.
Yeah, that was man, yo, Final Fantasy VII Remake is probably another great memory, man. Like that game is just, and it came out this year, but it's already one of my greatest memories of this generation as well.
That's my best game this gen, bro.
Yo, and going back to PlayStation experience, yo, that year when it was like all of us in San Francisco, bro. Yo, man, that was such a great time, bro. Because
PlayStation did that, bro. That's what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, If people laugh and you know they call us ponies and all that, but you're really and truly, you know, we met a lot of great people. We
Yeah.
formed a lot of great friendships
Yeah.
with people due to PlayStation. You know what I mean, and interacting with people on PlayStation and party chats and podcasts and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's overall just seeing how we met up with people here in the chat as well, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chuck met him through the Facebook groups, but he was also playing fighters. You know what I mean? And that's how TOA got formed up. And, you know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy, man. That PlayStation, did a lot of these things that people overlook a little bit, man. And PlayStation experience, that's when I remember I'm always a hype person, you know what I mean? Whenever I go out, I like to bring excitement.
Good energy.
But there was a time where I just sat back and was like, yo, PlayStation, man. I was just like, yo, this is amazing right here.
Remember, we was waiting online for like 4 hours. Yo, another good memory too, bro. Yo, shout out to my boy Bari, bro. Where we had me and Bari had, so this is when we was at PSX in San Francisco, and we was at we went to Starbucks, me and him, and we sitting in line just talking or whatever. And end up spitting game to shorty standing in front of us, and it just became a whole conversation. I'm like, yo, man, that was a because it was funny. It was funny to see Bari's process. You feel me? Like it was like, yo, this man Bari, man, the process is on point, bro.
I'm a New Yorker. Like I tell people,
big facts.
My percentage is very high,
big
right?
Facts.
Yo, what was Shorty showing me? The first conversation I ever met, this chick was showing me her bikini pictures.
Oh
nigga.
yeah. I mean, cute. She was cute. She was cute. She was cute as fuck too. She
was showing bikini pictures and all that. Yo, I was like, yo,
Shorty. Yeah, Shorty was with it, bro. And then I think like the greatest memory. Listen, the Council podcast, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The Council podcast was the greatest podcast on YouTube. We talked about PlayStation and Bass Xbox a little bit. Listen, this was the greatest podcast on YouTube. There is no debate here. There's no debate here. This is before everyone was doing a podcast, and this is when people thought 2-hour and 3-hour podcasts were bad. People weren't asking what games you played during the week and all that. We started that, okay?
I remember hitting people up to be guests on the Council podcast, and people was like hesitant because we went over 2 hours. Because at that time, it was like, people was doing their podcast like an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. But now when you look at it, everybody doing a podcast for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, no issues. But you know what I mean? The Council podcast pioneered that. You know what I mean?
Big facts, yo.
Anybody that want to deny that, they know they lying. They know they lying.
Watch the tapes. Yo, listen, Council Podcast was one of the greatest podcasts on YouTube, man.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, man. And we all had bad mics.
Fact, all of our, because we were talking through. I was talking through the computer mic. And Bari was talking through. I don't know what Bari was talking to. Everybody mic was shitty. I was using my phone because we used to do Google Hangout. The Google Hangout shit. So like that was like I used to talk to my phone headset and shit. Yo, the mic quality on the Council podcast was ass.
I remember a statement Jack Move said, when I first got like a new USB mic, and Jack Move came into the chat one time, was like, wait, Bar, you on a different mic? Your mic quality got me. I was like, yeah. I was excited as hell. My first little USB mic, man. I was lit out here, man.
Yo, man, those were the days, man. Oh, man.
Everybody's background was being, you could
the background noise was bad. People had babies crying because that was when Court had his first kid. So, like, she was crying and everyone, it was crazy back then, man. Our podcast started at 8:00 Thursday nights. Every night at 8. Sometimes we wouldn't finish till midnight. Because you know what it was? And that's the funny thing, man. People thought that our podcast was just like, because we all were PlayStation fans, they thought that the Council podcast was just a bunch of yes men. No, we would be in there debating amongst ourselves. Like, listen, guys. The Council podcast, the party chats way back in the day, it wasn't just no yes man bullshit. We were in there debating. Don't let a Marvel movie come out. The debates was going.
Yo, you know that 8-hour debate of Marvel, bro.
Yo, listen.
8 hours we was in there like debating Marvel and
yo,
DC, you know.
It was who? It was me, you, Michi, Ken, Court, and I think Jaleesa was listen, we were in there debating Marvel for like 9 hours.
Me and Wayne was debating the Spider-Man and casuals and all that. Yo,
yeah. Yo, man, listen, man. I'm telling y'all, you still got the episodes active or you private them?
No, I still have all the episodes, but they're just listed.
Okay. Listen, we would be on that podcast debating. Remember, it was one debate where it was me and Bari debating Michi on Black Ops 3 and the story. Oh, yeah. I'm like, yo, they can still buy this for the story.
When we moved on, everybody kept doing that little jab. Like, well, they should have put a story. And then you continue. Hey, guys, man, we gotta move on. But no, everybody gotta get their last word up, man.
Facts.
Nobody losing the debate.
Facts, man. Those were the days, man. This generation was great for gaming. Man.
The podcast is that the ones that were the longest had the most views.
Those are the best ones. Yeah, the debates were legendary, bro. Listen, some of the most, and this is why I say I don't debate anymore. Barry still debates a little bit, but it's listen, if you guys were in Bang Bang or on a council pod debating, that's when debating was fun. Debating was fun because it was intellectual. It came with facts. Motherfuckers wasn't using their feelings. This is why I tell you guys I don't debate anymore, because it's not fun. Because everyone comes with their feelings and boo hoo. I don't debate no more. And you guys seen this firsthand twice. I don't debate no more. I don't debate. The debates back then on Council Podcasts were fun, entertaining, high energy, and people used to think that we were like fighting with each other. Like, no. We're all just really passionate. This is all just passion. No one's mad. No one hates anybody. It's just passion. We're passionate people. And it showed within the Council podcast. Best podcast on YouTube. The best podcast on YouTube.
Really thought we were fighting. We're like, nah, this is normal.
Facts.
And then when they would get into our party chat, it's like, yo, this is really normal.
This is really how y'all are. Yeah, so this is how we are. But yo, man, we at the end of the show, man. Good reminiscing. Yo, man.
Can you think of like your greatest, like your the gaming moment you was playing a video game and you was just like, yo, like your wow moment, like, oh my god.
Wild moment.
Moment. You probably mentioned it already, but
wildest gaming moment.
PS4 wow gaming moment.
PS4 wildest gaming moment.
It don't have to be your wildest. It's one of them. Because I think back playing Uncharted 4, yo, and I was just like, yo, I don't know what these people are doing with this console, but that game is beautiful as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I remember the first time booting up Uncharted 4, and I was just like, wow. Like, I legit was like, whoa, this show is crazy. You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
I think for me, it's Call of Duty World War II. When it was me, you, and I think, I forgot who else was there. But I had got paratroopers 3 times in a match.
Oh, damn. That's an instant 70 kills.
I think World War II, we used to... Yo, listen, World War II was... obviously, Black Ops is the best. Black Ops 3, 4, obviously, until they fucked up with 0. But World War II When they had that
game,
Kvalstov, oh god, the Kvalstov.
Yo,
Listen.
I hated that game when it first started. Remember, I was getting black screen to death.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, December, I wasn't playing that game until you was like, no, it was the Volts. It was the Volts Striker gun. When you was like, yo, that first DLC gun came, it was like, yo, I remember the game got fixed and I could boot up the game, but I didn't really do anything. I wasn't getting no DLC stuff or none of that.
Yeah.
And you was playing that gun. I was saying, this man's dropping 40, 50 guys. What the?
Yo, that Kvalstov was legendary, bro. That shit was legendary.
It was, that one gun changed my whole point of view in that game. And then they start updating it as far as up in the sprint out times and all that. And I was like, yo, this is a great Call of Duty game right here. And then they added that mode. Remember the what you call it, the St. Patrick's mode, the Lucky Charms kind of mode.
Oh yeah, where you got when you killed the leprechaun, you got like all those crazy kill streaks or something like that.
Yo, that mode was fun as hell, bro.
It was.
Yo, we fighting to kill that joint. That joint was funny as hell.
World War II had its moments, man. World War II had its moments.
It was a great card game though. It turned out to be a great card game overall.
Yeah. Man, it's so many memories, and this is just a highlight. Don't worry, I'm doing a show, Generation in Review. Second episode is gonna be tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and we're gonna talk about controversial moments in this generation, which I think we all know some of the most controversial: Puddlegate, sparse moments, and all that other. That's gonna be a good show. Don't miss that. That's gonna be really great. But yo, man, we at the end of the show.
Quick question.
Huh?
Seto Kaiba.
Oh, Seto. Okay, quick silly question for the chat. If our TVs are not HDMI 2.1 or 120 hertz, can we just keep using the same HDMI connected to our TVs, or we have to change them? No, you can use the same HDMI cable. You don't have to. If you don't have a 2.1 HDMI TV,
you can still use the cable that they give you though.
No, you can use that cable, but if you already have a cable in the TV and you just want to use that, and your TV's not HDMI 2.1 compliant or capable, it's fine. Like, you can use either cable because the 2.1 cable is also backwards compatible with the older technologies of HDMI. So you can use either or. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shout out to Seto, by the way. Yu-Gi-Oh! One of my favorite shows of all time, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm talking original Yu-Gi-Oh! Not that DX. Not all that other bullshit. Nah, I'm good.
GX is fire.
Nah, GX, DX, all that shit is dog shit. When they had the cards and they swiped them and I ain't like that. When they changed into the I was like, nah, I'm signing off. y'all doing too much here. Digimon, not Digimon. Why am I saying no? Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Original was great. Yu-Gi-Oh! DX, trash. GX, trash. When they was on the motorcycle, going around the lap and doing the card battle, I'm like, yo, I signed off on all that, man. That shit was trash. All that stuff is trash.
GX is fire. Don't listen to Persona. GX is fire.
It's trash to me, but you can still watch it for yourself and you'll see it. And you're gonna come back and be like, Persona was right. Like, God, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. If you come from Yu-Gi-Oh! Original and you watch some of these other Yu-Gi-Oh! shows, you're gonna say this shit is trash.
No, the first one was always the greatest. Just Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself or Duel Monsters. I hated the dice game one. I hated that when they did with when they met up with the dude, that became their friend.
Oh,
that saga, I hated that dice saga.
I forgot his name.
Truly, I like GX. I low key liked it. Zexel as well, man.
Zexel was trash. Yo, Bari, we can't be friends, bro. I can't fuck with you, bro. Zexel was trash, bro. Like, yo, Zexel GX trash, bro.
5D was garbage.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. That was. I'm telling you, if you watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And then watch these new shows, GX, I'll give it to you. You may enjoy GX because that was the one right after Yu-Gi-Oh! And
it's still kind of based off of like
they still tried to maintain a little bit of Yami's likeness and how that was fine.
Yeah,
but
everybody want like him.
5Ds and all this bullshit. Zexel, nah.
Yeah.
I signed off, man. I'm good.
They got a new one too. I don't know if it aired yet here in America. It was like something like Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s or something like that.
It's already trash. But yo, let's get up out of here, man. Yo, Bari, man, give us your outro, man. Let the people know. Honestly, I don't even know if you putting content out this week, yo. But if you are gonna put some content out before the PS5 launch, let the folks know what you got coming, man.
Nah, I'm just gonna do like a short little video just letting you guys know the new intro. It's nothing real special, but it's gonna be a little funny little video.
Yeah.
Not really anything that I'm going to be putting up there until the PS5 come out. I might just do like a tutorial thing as far as like, backing up storage, or just a video guide as far as like the UI stuff like that. We'll see.
Can we get an unboxing, sir?
I'll see. Yo, really and truly, like I like doing unboxing.
Yo, when Bari say I'll see, that means no. I'm letting y'all know that now.
No, because I just want to open the joint and
play
get this thing booted up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't have time to be like, oh, let me record a video, then I gotta upload the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, as Persona said, we'll see.
I'm telling y'all, that means no. When Bari says we'll see, that means no. I'm letting y'all know that now.
But nah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Looking forward to PlayStation 5, man, and testing. One thing I do want to do is testing out these fight sticks and stuff like that to see if they work on the PS5. So
yeah, that definitely gonna be a good one.
Still gonna have my fighting games loaded up on there.
Yeah,
fighting games ain't that big outside of Mortal Kombat. The regular
Dragon Ball Z is kind of big though.
Yeah, that one is kind of big. But the ones that we play is normally like 10. The max is gonna be 20 gigs. So we're Gucci. But yeah, guys, great podcast, man. Yeah. Hopefully everybody get their PS5s and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. See you guys in like 2 weeks.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and co-host of What's Up PlayStation Podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And listen, follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. I'm close to 1,000 followers. I'm close. I'm like 49, 46 maybe. So, tell your friends and your friends about my Twitter. And follow me if you want. I mostly talk about PlayStation. A couple Xbox jokes here and there. But, mostly gaming stuff. I ain't, if you look scrolling through my feed and you enjoy what you see, follow me. If you don't, then that's cool too. It's all good. But yes, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., Generation in Review Part 2. That is going to be on my channel, Gaming with Persona. You can follow. You can subscribe there if you want to, if you enjoy the content. And tomorrow's episode is going to be obviously controversial. The controversial topics of this generation when it comes to PlayStation. So that's going to be a really good show. And it might be some Xbox mentioning in there as well, because a lot of things kind of coincide. So we'll definitely be talking about that. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be part 3 of the Generation in Review series. And I'm hoping to get Bari, Court, a couple of the council on it. I'm going to reach out to them this weekend and see if they're down to come. Pause. And that's going to kind of be kind of what we had here in our topic section, like kind of reminiscing. Between me and Bari, it's great. But when you have everybody together and like everyone's actually talking and whatnot, you'll get to see how, from Michi's perspective, Timbo, Court, Ken, if I can get a couple of them on and we can kind of reminisce about this generation, that'd be really great. So I'm going to reach out to them and see if they're down to do that. So that's going to be part 3 of the show. And then listen, I know I said, I asked y'all if y'all wanted an unboxing of the PS5. I'm kind of in the same boat with Bari. I really because I got 3 coming to me. One's already sold, so really I got 2. I'm really trying to just pop this thing. Like this weekend, I'm clearing off my desk. I'm cleaning up around my entertainment center and everything. And I want everything to be perfect for Thursday. So my PlayStation is kind of like bare bones right now. So it's at the edge of my desk, ready to kind of just swapped out and we good to go. We're going to see. We'll see. But yo, listen guys, this week is the PlayStation 5. I know you guys can't wait. I can't wait. Bari can't wait. The next generation is upon us, guys. I hope you all can get your PlayStation 5s if you haven't already. Make sure you guys post lots of pictures. Make sure you guys, tag me in some of y'all pictures and whatnot. Tag us, and you can tag us at official WUPS. That's official WUPS. That's our official.
Pictures are going up.
Oh yeah, pictures are going up for sure. But if you haven't followed us already, follow us on our official official WUPS Twitter channel as well on Twitter, and tag us in some of y'all PlayStation 5 pictures. We would love to see them. Trust me. But yeah,
don't tag us and let us know. Did you guys know the PlayStation 5 launches today? Don't tag us in that.
Someone going to do it too. Someone's going to do that.
Tag us in your PlayStation 5 setups and your first picks and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
tag them. Cool. We love to see that stuff. But yeah, guys. Also, reminder: next Saturday, no podcasts. That's PS5 time.
No mas.
That's PlayStation 5's time, right?
Yeah, we want to dive in deep, and then when we come back, we have a full, this PS5 show.
Oh, that's gonna be a long show. So the 14th, which is next Saturday, no podcast. The podcast comes back the 21st, and that's gonna be a great show. That's gonna be a really, really great show, and we really gonna talk about all the games. Our impressions of the PlayStation. It's going to be an in-depth show. Do not miss that. It's going to be on point. But yes, guys, let's get up out of here. Appreciate you guys coming through. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Anybody that watches this later, we appreciate your support as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the 21st. Enjoy PlayStation Nation. We out. Peace.